inward half. Simple luxury for on and off the course.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
Good morning. Traffic's building pretty good right now on Alcoa Highway. It's gotten heavier across the Buckharns Bridge there, passing UT Medical Center. Just coming up out of Blount County in general, it's gotten heavier there up by the airport. Stop and go there at Asheville Highway at John Sevier. It's still building right now through East Knox County on the interstate as it gets heavier on I-40, especially coming westbound, approaching the Holston River Bridge. If your check engine light comes on, don't panic. Google search Knuckle Busters Amco Knoxville. Amco serving East Tennessee since 1962. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds!
Ladies and gentlemen.
All I know is you never had the makings for varsity athlete.
What is it with you and this obsession with this varsity crap?
People come to us because we don't sell them on anything. They can't refuse because of the implication.
You wonder ever you're a bad man? World needs bad men. We keep the other bad men from the door. Some things are a matter of doing.
The world's greatest radio show in Tennessee.
That doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough to dispute it. I was about to take advice from a clown who dives headfirst into the shallow end of the pool.
It's Talk Sports with John Reed and Cody McClure.
If it is to be said, so it be, so it is. So it is. So it is. So it is.
If it's a Tennessee thing,
Well, I'm holding
Back in the booth, back on the airwaves, coming at you live from the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Happy Thursday morning to you. John Reed, Cody McClure, Sam Beard, bad news, Bubba. It is Talk Sports. We got you for the next 3 hours. What's up, Cody?
Good morning. Hello. What is up with it, homies? Good morning to the freaks and to all. It's good to be here. Good to be anywhere on a beautiful Thursday, September 11th. Nice day here in our fair city. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful skies out. And it'll be that way throughout the weekend. Going to be beautiful for your game time Saturday. Kickoff looking at about 86 degrees, and then by the end of the game, probably about 78 degrees. Beautiful, beautiful tailgating, sunshine galore. It's a wonderful time to be a football fan. Hope you're all doing well. John, how are you?
83 degrees for a high on Saturday. That's a smidge above my liking, but I will say that in years past, this weekend in September sometimes gets into the 90s.
That's right. That's right. This one's not going to be quite that high.
I can live with that. I can work with that.
It's beautiful weather.
That's good tailgating weather.
By the fourth quarter, it'll be about perfect.
Bad start to the morning over here, but we'll overcome. Everything will hopefully be okay.
What's going on?
I don't want to get into it. It's personal.
Oh, okay.
Sam, you good over there?
I can't complain. Doing pretty good. Feeling solid this morning. Getting closer and closer to that kickoff. Feel like it's now just.
You mean like the walking down the aisle? You aren't even going to be watching, poser.
I will be watching.
Fake fan.
I will be watching.
Fake fan. Bubba, what's up, big dog?
Big dog. Cody reminded me of the Coneheads this morning, talking about their chlorophyll stock slicer 2-stroke engine. Good morning.
A nice Conehead reference. Okay.
Dan Aykroyd.
Heck yeah. What a great movie.
I did like it when I was younger.
Yeah, I did too. It was quite a movie.
Did they ever make a
Great
sequel
movie.
for that?
I think so.
I assume they did, but
I watched this YouTube video last night where they went through like all the SNL like movie spinoffs. There's a lot of them.
Yeah. Yeah. They get a lot of them. What's the best one of them?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. You just watched them. I didn't know if you...
Yeah, short-term memory, John.
Wouldn't that mean that it would stick?
Short-term memory loss, I think, is what he meant.
Oh, short-term memory? Short-term memory or short-term memory loss? But because I feel like a couple of days ago you said you only focus on short-term memory now.
Yeah, that's
I can't remember what he said.
Well, you watching that last night would stay in
No,
your
I didn't
short-term
watch
memory.
it last night. At some point in my life, I've watched this video.
Oh, okay. I thought you said you watched it last night.
No, the only thing I was watching last night was sheep.
Were you at a farm?
I was pretty close. There's some barn doors there. That's what I call a bedroom.
I was.
You bring in some animals from the bar and you say, "Welcome to the barnyard." Interesting.
Couple of heifers.
Very interesting, Bubba.
As long as the boys don't know.
What the boys don't know won't hurt them.
Yep.
She might as well have been a 9 for all they know.
Yeah. Just tell them that. They don't need to know the truth. They don't need to know that she was on Ozempic and it didn't work out.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with using products.
I
to
agree.
Improve your quality of life.
I agree 100%, Bubba. I've used Ozempic. It didn't work for me either. I ate right through it, as some like to say.
You kicked its ass.
It's not for all of us.
I still don't know if it wasn't for you or you just decided Thanksgiving food was more for you. I still ain't figured out what I think about that. But hey, it's okay. It's all right. No use in crying over spilt milk. That's what I always say.
It's a great Rolling Stones song.
No
just the no use in crying part, not no use in crying over spilt milk.
I was gonna say that seems weird for
that would be a weird song title.
Yeah. Okay. Well, everybody's good. Bubba's good.
Yeah. You know, all things considered.
Sam's good.
Guess we're pretty good here.
Cody's good. You know? Anything cool happened in your life last night?
No. Yesterday was a bit of a roller coaster, bit of a wild ride. I watched a lot of news last night. I don't know if you happened to see the news yesterday or if you just have your, as you like to say, head buried in the sand, but it was quite an eventful day, to say the least. So I was watching a lot of that coverage last night.
You feel better or worse after watching all that coverage? Yeah.
Worse, yeah. I don't think anybody ever feels better after watching the news, do they?
Very rarely. Very rarely.
Yeah.
Why did you do it?
Because I wanted to see the coverage.
Did you learn anything that you didn't otherwise know?
Well, I learned that a shooter hasn't been apprehended yet, and that they arrested the wrong guy yesterday. That poor old man, Larry David looking dude, just down there.
Sam told you.
I tried to tell you that old man could not make that.
Yeah, Sam did tell me. Sam was number one conspiracy straight off. Sam was like, that guy did not take that shot. And I was like, I think I got him on the ground. I mean, he could be a former military guy or something. And
it did feel a little ageist, Sam, to say that an old man can't shoot. But, you know, in this particular instance, this guy, I guess he wasn't the guy.
What is that old man going through today? I mean,
that poor guy. Honestly.
I would say he's talking to lawyers.
Yeah.
Get your hands off me. Get your hands off of me. I didn't do it.
I would say he's
making a lot of money.
Yeah, I'd say he's on the phone with some lawyers right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. Crazy stuff. But, hey, you know, yesterday was there was a lot of violence. It was a rough time in the country. But, hey, today's 9/11. So, you know, let's pick our spirits up.
Yeah.
Couldn't help but think of that last night as I was watching all the blood and gore and violence, and I was like, oh, well, tomorrow's a new day. And then I'm like, oh, wait. It's the anniversary of a terrorist attack. So, that's world politics, but we don't need to get into all that.
Okay. Well,
seems like worth mentioning as a big news day, though.
Yeah, I feel like that one's going to be longer than the 24-hour news cycle. I feel like we'll be talking about that one for a while. The fallout from that for a while. So buckle up.
All that matters here this week is Georgia. Well,
I would like to know how many people actually watch the news and feel better, though.
I don't know, but, I mean, I'm sure some people are like, my God, why are they starting the show with this? But sorry for bringing it up.
That's what I was
thinking. I mean, sorry for bringing it up. But I saw a lot of people last night on Twitter, though, Tennessee fans that were like, I mean, really taking this hard. Like, the Georgia game doesn't feel the same to them anymore. So I do think it's relevant.
Now, when you say you saw a lot of people.
I saw some tweets.
Okay, when you say some, like...
I mean multiple, like...
okay, when you say multiple...
With replies, like with 20 replies, 15, 20...
So, like, you saw, like, 30 people say this?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, just people online saying, like, the Georgia game's not going to be the same for me. Like, I couldn't care less about sports this weekend now because of these events. Like, I'm just saying I think it's relevant, but... it's not the happiest way to start off a show on a Georgia Thursday.
Okay.
Doesn't sound like you have too many thoughts.
Well, my thoughts were just you seeing a couple tweets and a couple replies and making it drawing big conclusions from it.
Well, it's a story.
No, it's definitely a story. But,
yeah.
But the couple people that said they don't care about the Georgia weekend, I don't think that'll be the sentiment in Knoxville.
I think it's more than you think. People that were affected by, or claim to be that it has ruined their entire week.
I mean, it's a gross thing. I mean, yesterday, I found it to be just a gross day, just gross. I mean, it did give you a bad feeling in your stomach. I didn't go and consume anything with it after 6 o'clock, though. After I left here, I was like, okay, time to go play trivia and let's let the dust settle. Ain't nothing that I'm going to see on TV or social media going to make me feel any better. It's just going to make you feel worse. Did
you win?
3rd place. Bad showing from the boys and gals last night.
2 weeks in a row, 3rd place.
5 weeks. I'm choosing to look at 5 weeks in a row. 5 weeks in a row on the podium. A win, a couple seconds, a couple thirds sprinkled in there. I mean, just money. You can't go broke taking a profit unless you're paying $60 for dinner and only winning $10 in gift cards. And really, it's $5 because it's split 2 couples. Like that can't go broke doing that. But poor showing for the boys and girls. But we still found a way to get on the podium. Still got my year question. Got one of the 2 movie questions. It was an okay performance.
Are those like those are your expertise?
I'm there for the year question. I got like a 95% hit rate on that. I feel like at least 90% hit rate on those.
Are you bringing a lot to the table in the other categories?
I'm bringing enough.
Does everyone have like 2 categories that they just roll with?
No, it's really just me and my buddy. And then the 2 girls just kind of sit there and do girl things.
What, like what?
Just gossip and look at their men with loving eyes. Like, oh my
God, did you see what Claire was wearing?
It's like, wow, these guys are so smart.
She's so ugly.
We're so lucky to have these 2 brainiacs here. I do enough, but Sam, I do enough. But yeah, the year question's the one I always kind of pick up the slack for everybody.
Skirt? Old Navy. She's such a whore.
I don't know why you're giving that voice to 2 people that you like. You know both of these women. You claim to like them. I don't know why you're making them.
Oh, I was just doing a general.
Well, I know.
It wasn't a shot at the women you were with. It's just a general
because
couple
you were
of women
doing an imitation of the women I was with.
They don't even know it, Claire.
I know.
I'm thinking
the voice you use and the way you made them talk about people, that's just kind of disrespectful to both of them.
I'm thinking more about the women I'm around. There's always some girl named Claire.
Don't back off of it now. Don't back off of it.
No,
Now.
I'm not
Say it with
backing
your
off
chest.
anything. There's always some girl named Claire that they hate.
They've both
I'm
been
just
very
saying,
kind to you.
if you're a girl out there named Claire, they don't talk nicely about you. I don't know why it's you. I don't know, what it has to do with Claire, but it's always Claire. That's all I'm saying.
Sam, send us to break. We'll come back. We'll dive into some football. Let's talk sports right here on FanRun Radio.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is FanRun Radio.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
What kind of day is it? It's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold whey filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. Come on, grab a pack. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavor. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Yee-haw! I've been hooting and hollering ever since I started betting with the VIP Play app. VIP Play has more than 200 leagues. Every bet type you can imagine. Live betting and live hosts, all with 24/7 support from real live people when you need them. Start betting better with the VIP Play app today.
Don't be a better, be a better with VIP Play today.
Download VIP Play today or head to VIPPlayApp.com. Make sure you use the promo code FANRUN to take advantage of their welcome bonus and so they know that we sent you. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-8899-789. Must be 21 or older and located in Tennessee to bet.
Dental health is so important. It's one of those things that if you don't stay on top of it, it can really come back to haunt you, both financially and, of course, in terms of your physical health. If it's been a while since you've been to the dentist or you've got a dental issue that needs attention, do what I do. Go to Malone and Costa Dentistry at Knoxville Smiles. You can schedule your appointment online right now at knoxvillesmiles.com or just give them a call at 865-539-1776 and tell them FanRun Radio sent you.
For over 3 years, Crumble Cookies has served the Knoxville area. From Clinton Highway to Parkside Drive, even our friends out in Maryville have reached you, our fans, with the best cookies in the game. This fall, Crumble is gearing up for yet another fantastic season. Whether you're tailgating or looking for a pick-me-up after getting the kids from school, Crumble has you covered. Download the Crumble app to check out this week's rewards and features. And stop on by. Tell them FanRun sent you, but don't miss the cookies.
Good morning, T-Dot. Still out here trying to untangle a couple of wrecks we had earlier. Still busy right now. Pillsbury Parkway here over I-40. Stop and go on Kingston Pike and Farragut at Concord Road. It's gotten heavier with that traffic volume. On that Solway Bridge, you got all that traffic this time of the morning building towards the Oak Ridge area. Fountain City Jewelers is your diamond engagement ring headquarters. Stop by and see Mark Enix today and shop local at Fountain City Jewelers next to Litton's. I'm Commander Chuck with your on-time traffic.
Dogs football. Tennessee going to be at the center of the college football universe in just 2 days. That's Tennessee and Georgia on the docket. Tennessee and Georgia on the horizon. Tennessee needing to end this streak against Georgia for multiple reasons. For bragging rights, for the fan base, for solidification, for Josh Heupel in this Tennessee program, for my own personal sanity. Cody, are there any other reasons?
I mean, national relevance, perception, playoff chances. Yeah, I mean, you could say a lot of things.
Sam, what would a win over Georgia mean for you when you look at maybe your life or the Tennessee program?
I mean, I think you just start to kind of change the narrative or maybe start a new chapter in the Josh Heupel tenure here at Tennessee. I feel like you've seen him elevate the floor of the program ever since he's gotten into the building, and now you've made it to that first college football playoff, and things didn't exactly go your way, but you hear all the talk about all offseason how they're not satisfied with that performance and going to do as much as they can to kind of go and take that next step as a program. And I just think a game like this kind of is that next step if you want to go and kind of grab it by the balls early in the season.
Whoa. Bubba, do you have a different answer?
I mean, it's relatively the same here. Obviously, it's going to be the biggest win in quite some time since Alabama. You end a streak. It gets you one step closer to the playoffs, if not the SEC championship, if not, hosting possibly first round of the playoffs, depending on how the rest of the season goes out. It kind of reinforces the notion and security for Josh Heupel, and that even in this world of pay to play and, changing out quarterbacks, you can still kind of make something with something, and they're still able to find that, fastball, find that diamond in the rough, and just makes the program feel better as a whole. And also to win over Georgia, some of the worst fans ever.
Yeah, they really are. It puts you in the elite class of the SEC, truly. Like, it truly brings you credibility as a program. Like, that's the biggest thing for me. Because Georgia's been the best. They've been the cream of the crop for the last, 5 years, whatever you want to say. Definitely since Nick Saban went out. The respect you earn, the credibility you earn, you truly are one of the SEC elites. You got the Alabama monkey off your back. You've beaten them 2 out of 3 now. And, hey, you never take that for granted. But you're ahead of Alabama as things stand right now. You beat Georgia. I think they welcome you into that club of hopefully talking about you in the way that they do Texas and the way that they do Georgia. Not that Texas has really earned anything, but, they've been to the playoff twice. It's a respect thing.
Yeah, I think for Tennessee, it solidifies you as a top 10 program. For Josh Heupel, I think it moves him to that second tier of coaches and kind of stamps him right there. When I say second tier of coaches, that really puts him at like number 5 or number 6, because I think, in the past, over the last decade or so, there was always that elite tier that always had like Saban. And then every now and then we'd have somebody that was in there with Saban, either Urban Meyer or Dabo or Kirby. Now that elite tier right now, I think, is just kind of Kirby and Day. Maybe you put Dabo in there. I don't. But maybe you still put him in there for winning the 2 national championships.
He did win 2 national championships.
But that was about a decade ago whenever he did it. So I don't think he's nearly as good as that, and I don't think his program has sustained. But I got, if you want to put him there, I won't argue, whatever. But then there's that tier 2 of coaches. The Dan Lannings. Even like, sometimes they'll say Brian Kelly.
Steve Sarkisian.
Like, I think Heupel belongs in that tier already, but
Kiffin.
So long, so many times in the offseason, he'll get treated more like a 3rd or 4th tier coach. Despite winning 30 games, his team, gets slotted to finish 24th. They treat him like Indiana and SMU. And I think a win over Kirby. I've been saying it has, there's 2 things really in the regular season that Josh Heupel can kind of check off the checklist that he hasn't done before. Kind of the only 2 things that he realistically hasn't done. He ain't beat a rival on the road, and he ain't beat Georgia.
He beat Kentucky on the road, Vandy on the road.
He ain't beat a rival on the road that matters, and he ain't beat Georgia, period. He's got a chance to do both of those things this year. He's got Georgia in a winnable spot on Saturday, and he's got 2 shots at an Alabama and a Florida that are wounded.
Big time wounded.
So I think a win over Saturday does those two things. I think the perception will forever change, or at least, for the foreseeable future change. I don't think that you would turn around and ever really have to worry about Josh Heupel again from a national thing, unless something like drastically has gone. And of course, I think in our heads we're saying you beat Georgia, you end up having a really good season. I think Tennessee would get that respect to, like the other schools in college football do, like the other elite programs in college football do. You don't really see them ever really get ranked out of the top 15 in the preseason. I've had such an issue with them ranking us at 24th, below like Indiana, below like Kansas State, below those teams there. Like,
you might say this is your own personal thing that you don't like.
It's bothered me. It's bothered me for months. Like, hey, you're going to be ranked below Missouri and South Carolina. Like, what? You kidding me? You're going to rank you behind Texas A&M and Oklahoma, huh? What? That has annoyed me. That has made me really upset the last couple months. And I think a win over Georgia could kind of shift that for Josh Heupel. I think it solidifies him. I think it moves him to that tier where he gets the respect he deserves, and I think the Tennessee program would get that respect.
The vibe of the season just takes on a new life. Like if you beat Georgia, then you're sitting there looking down the barrel of a bunch of teams that you believe you can beat, and you'll be favored in every game left. Very likely, maybe not at Alabama. If they get it together by then, maybe you're not favored at Alabama, but at least by some of these metrics and analytics and whatnot. I know at one point last week you were favored against every team left on your schedule by the numbers except for Georgia. So if you win this one, I mean, you're sitting pretty for the playoff. All of a sudden, making that trip to Starkville looks a little more fun. Taking that road trip to Florida or going down to Alabama and really thinking you got a chance to beat them this time. Typically you go to Tuscaloosa and you don't feel good about it.
I believe Alabama moved back ahead of you in the FPI.
What is that? The Football Power Index.
Yeah, I think
they're still high on Alabama. The numbers.
I believe it flipped. It picked Tennessee to beat Georgia, but now lose at Alabama, I think is what the FPI said.
Yeah, your boy Bill Connolly, he's still got Alabama way up there, which, I guess the talent makes a big difference there, but I don't know how good the coach is, but nonetheless.
Well, where do you have Alabama ranked then?
Where do I have Alabama ranked?
Yeah.
I wouldn't have them ranked.
So you think they're not a top 25 team?
Based on what they've showed me, no. They can get there. I mean, I would assume they'll get there. Like Alabama's not going to go. That train's not going to be completely derailed. I don't think like 6-6 or something.
Not to have to defend Bill Connolly because you call him my boy. I like his work. I don't really
love him.
I believe in.
You're in love with him.
I think they do a good job. I like his rankings more than the AP and more than other stuff.
Worship at his feet.
But just for the record, they project also like the rest of the season. So if you think Alabama is going to get it together, then you would not necessarily disagree.
Well, when I say get it together, I say 8-4.
So that's you're laying your claim. Alabama's 8-4.
Yeah.
All right, mark it down, Bubba. Remember it.
The Alabama that I saw.
No.
That's what I just said.
No. You don't get to say the football team you saw.
The football team I saw.
That leaves you the wiggle room to say, well, they got better.
Well, yeah, new information equals new opinion.
No. Right now,
if they reel off 9 straight wins, I'll be like, they really.
Well, then you would have been wrong.
The culture there,
and the computer would have been right.
Well, no, I mean, not necessarily.
Huh? How not?
Huh?
How would it not be?
I mean, I'm telling you right now, I think they're an 8-4 football team.
8-4.
That's what I'm telling you.
Yep. Bubba, write it down. Cody says Alabama's going 8-4. And I hope you're right.
Why should I believe otherwise right now? Just because they have talent?
I'm not saying you should or shouldn't believe. I'm not even saying you're wrong.
Well, you really want to get me on record on this 8-4?
Well, yeah. I just want you to say it Stand by it?
Well, I am standing by it.
Okay, then we're good.
Alabama's an 8-4 football team. Is that what you want to hear? Don't just write it down, Bubba. Engrave it in stone.
So if that was the case, do you think that this schedule is set up pretty perfectly then? If your toughest road game,
you're not
going to
lead me into your little, oh, look where I was right. I was so right about the schedule. You're not going to lead me into your little nerd cave. Look, nobody thought before the year that Alabama was going to lose to Florida State. Nobody thought coming in Alabama was going to look just absolutely like garbage, like pure straight ass.
I felt pretty confident they'd be worse than Georgia was last year.
Yeah, but you didn't think they'd be an 8-4 football team. Come on.
I thought they'd be worse than Georgia was last year.
And I don't know yet because we got to see how things play out with these other teams. Does Florida get it together? It's not looking good, but it's week 2.
I'd be pretty surprised if Florida got it together. Just looking at the SP Plus rankings right now, Tennessee comes in at number 6. Your thoughts on that? Too high, too low, just right? He gives Tennessee the 18th best offense, the 3rd best defense, the 16th best special teams.
Are Mississippi State and Arkansas better than we thought they were? Maybe.
We're the 3rd best defense right now in the country to him?
I'm not seeing that.
Yeah, 3rd best defense. Well, I mean, I think now a lot of these are, trying to look forward, but they also take preseason projections into account. So, Sam, I'd say they're putting Jermod McCoy's stats in there too, and Jermod McCoy's effect. And, of course, Tennessee hasn't got to see that yet through 2 games, and we don't really know when we'll get to see it moving forward.
Well, look, I appreciate Bill and his pro-Tennessee stance, but I don't think we got the 3rd best defense in the country. I'd be happy if we could, you get everybody healthy. I'd be happy if we could be in the top 15.
Sure, but I'm more so interested in what you think about being ranked 6th. Does that feel too
6th overall?
6th overall. Oregon, Ohio
That's
State.
Too high right now.
Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, Tennessee.
It's too high right now, but ask me on Sunday morning because then I might have a different answer.
Well, if Tennessee beats Georgia,
I might tell you we're the number 1 team in the country.
Do you think Tennessee, if they're going to beat Georgia, you'd be fine with them getting that top 6, top 5 love?
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Ole Miss being at 5 doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. I mean, Ole Miss was a team that got a lot of love from the nerds last year. Even as they were 9-3, they were still like top 6, top 7 in terms of certain rankings and metrics. They really underachieved.
Well, the thing that these nerds sometimes have trouble with is, can this team play football? Like that's where they lose me sometimes. It's like, yeah, the numbers, they do this, they do that. They're efficient. They're, but can they win a football game? I mean, because sometimes it kind of comes down to an intangible sort of thing.
Sometimes, and that's what Ole Miss struggled with last year.
Right. Like Ole Miss by the numbers should have been the best team in the country. When you look at how good they're doing, maybe not the best team in the country, but I mean, top 5 for sure. When you look at how good their defense was and their offense and everything like that. And then hey, somehow they lost to Kentucky at home because that's just football sometimes.
Consistently, ESPN's Bill Connolly has been higher on Tennessee than others. And I would say that he's been proven right. His computers have been proven right more times than not over the last, handful of years. His metrics had Josh Heupel as the 2nd best coach in the country. Now, he said he didn't necessarily agree with that. He thought that, he might have to tweak something to try to hone in on his formula. But the first go he had when he published it, he said, hey, Josh Heupel, 2nd best coach in the country actively right now.
Josh Heupel, number 2. There's something wrong in my algorithm. I'll have to adjust.
I'll take that ranking over you sitting over there saying Dabo's an elite coach still. So,
I didn't say that.
Those got 2 national championships, John.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Him and Ed Orgeron,
all you do is
elite.
put words in my damn mouth, and I'm about sick and tired of it.
Oh, those guys are elite.
When did I sit over here and say Dabo's an elite coach? I didn't say that. I didn't say it. It didn't come out of my mouth.
That was the implication.
Boy.
whenever I was looking at Tier 1. I said
he's Philip Fulmer.
Some people would put Dabo. He said, well, he does have national championships.
He's Philip Fulmer. He was elite for a time, and now he's clearly fallen off. I mean, I didn't disagree with you at all. It's just a matter of whether or not you want to honor those 2 national titles. I mean, that's up to the user. I mean, I don't care.
Josh Heupel's got a chance of beating the number 1 guy, Kirby Smart, for the first time. That's maybe the biggest thing on the table. You talk about his standing as a coach. You talk about Tennessee's standing as a program. But Josh Heupel just slaying that dragon that has kind of kicked his ass and has kind of packed him up in a lunchbox and carried him around in the second half.
A big, ugly, slobbering dragon.
Josh Heupel could finally take down that Georgia defense and Kirby Smart and put that to bed. Maybe that's the biggest thing on the line Saturday. We'll continue the conversation. We'll read some comments. Go hang out with us over on FanRun TV on YouTube. Fill up the chat. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
Can't get enough FanRun Radio? Download the free FanRun app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
Inward Half is committed to the game and the memorable moments that happen in between. From the tee box to the tailgate, from the green to the big game. For the first birdie with Dad, the first big win with Mom. Friday night lights, Saturday superstitions, Sunday traditions. Fall into the comfort and unparalleled performance of Inward Half. This fall, enjoy the walk-in.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Hey, Vols fans, Cody Brown here. I grew up right here in Tennessee and know what it means when someone says, I've got your back. That's why you can trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee. Whether it's your home, your vehicle, your family's future, or the business you built from the ground up, we will show up for all of your insurance needs. We are Tennesseans who understand what matters, which is doing right by you. Insurance is not all about just paperwork and policies, but it's about the people we insure every day. So if you want insurance that hits home, give me a call at 865-992-3871. Go Vols.
With over 60 years of experience in the industry, Merritt Garage Doors has a wealth of expertise in commercial overhead doors in the East Tennessee area. Merritt offers a wide range of door styles like sectionals, rolling steel, high-speed, and sheet doors. They also supply and install a wide range of dock equipment. If your business is in need of overhead doors, no matter the type, look no further than Merritt Garage Door, Knoxville's best and most trusted overhead door company. Contact them anytime for a free estimate at 865-933-5319 or online at merrittgaragedoor.com.
Are you tired of spending hours on laundry and ironing? Let Crown Cleaners handle your dry cleaning so you can handle your business. Our expert team can take care of your clothes, removing stains and wrinkles like they were never there. Whether it's your best suit or everyday attire, we handle it all at Crown Cleaners. Say goodbye to laundry stress and hello to extra free time. Crown Cleaners, Big Orange Country's imperial dry cleaning service since the 1960s. Online at crowncleaners.com.
Got a flat tire? Strange noise under the hood? Don't stress. Roll into Matlock Tire and Auto Service. From oil changes and brake repairs to brand new tires, Matlock's certified techs do it all. Fast, friendly, and fair priced, Matlock is the home of the price match guarantee. Bring in any competitor's ad and Matlock will match the exact same tire for the exact same price. Matlock Tire and Auto Service. 5 locations in East Tennessee. Visit matlocktireservice.com to find the location nearest you and schedule your appointment.
Sam, you still thinking we're going to lose? You still on the Georgia Bulldog train?
I would, in terms of like
percentage chances, I would call it 60-40.
60-40 Georgia?
Yeah.
That's kind of in line with the money line and the spread there. Cody, where are you at right now on this Thursday morning?
Game could go either way.
Sounds like you're picking Georgia. Oh, God, he's coughing again.
Man, I've been conflicted all week. I told you this sitting in the office. I just don't know who to pick because like I told you, if I didn't believe in my Vols, I wouldn't be going. I believe we can win the game. I got my tickets and I'm going. I'll be in Neyland Stadium Saturday with the rest of you 100,000 freaks. I believe we can win the game. And like I told you, I believe in the Neyland effect, and I believe we got the better quarterback in the game. And those two things are going to go a long way. There are other things I worry about in the game. A, being the trench play. I feel like I have exhausted my take that I am worried about the defensive tackles. I think I've made that clear.
Jackson Moy listed as questionable. So that's a step in the right direction, I feel like, for him on the injury report that came out yesterday.
If we can hold up inside, I think we win the football game. You don't even necessarily have to win the rushing battle or any of that, but you got to be close, because that helps with balance and all those other things. I think you got the best quarterback in the game, and I think Joey's going to make plays. I think he'll play pretty well. I think he's going to be ready for the moment. It just can't be a situation where you're getting gashed or where you can't run the ball yourself effectively at all.
You outran them last year. 146 to 106 yards.
Yeah. I remember that.
It is noted. Go ahead.
You got to do that first and foremost. You got to be able to.
Carson Beck threw for 347 yards. That was the best game of his season last year.
I don't think that's their path to victory this year. I don't think the quarterback will be the reason you lose.
I will say, it is noted. You said that you think Tennessee can win, not that they will win.
Well, it's not prediction day yet.
I'm just saying it's noted. Just doing some noticing.
Tomorrow's prediction day. Last I checked.
Just doing some noticing.
Last time I checked.
It's always a cliche saying, but I feel like the start of this football game is more important than anything. Just kind of getting a couple quick stops on defense, getting that crowd rolling, getting it buzzing in there, getting Gunnar Stockton kind of second-guessing himself a little bit, not getting shut out on offense to start out and letting Georgia and Kirby Smart and that team kind of like settle into the game and stuff like that. You did such a good job in 22 of just punching Bama in the mouth from the jump.
Coach Fulmer used to say it all the time. First 5 minutes of the ball game. First 5 minutes of the game. Set the tone. Go out there and set the tone.
I agree defensively, Sam. Offensively, maybe I'm just thinking back to last year when you were able to overcome some really slow starts on offense, getting shut out in the first half. Now, Georgia, I do think is better, but also got that little bit of the mental edge. Last year's Alabama team and the 24 Alabama and 24 Florida, they didn't have the mental edge over you because you had beaten them in Knoxville the last time you had played. You still ain't beaten Georgia and Kirby Smart, so maybe if you go into halftime trailing 7-0, you wouldn't have the same confidence you had to come out and actually win that game. You'd be worried about the second half adjustments and oh my, we can't score on these guys. We can't do anything against them.
The better you start, the more it helps you. I mean,
that is accurate. But even hell, Sam, when you talk about punching Bama in the mouth at 22. Still had the lead with 6 minutes left. You know what I mean?
Like an 18-point lead.
Yeah, you punched them in the mouth, but you still had to make plays in the fourth quarter. The quick start. Now, granted, if you hadn't got the 18-point lead, maybe you don't win that game. But
I'm just saying, like, build up the cushion because a team like that's going to punch back. Like even in the last couple of years against Georgia, you've been the team to score first, but it's kind of just been Heupel plays versus the Kirby players kind of becoming an advantage as the game goes on.
Sure. I mean, last year you had a damn near perfect drive on the first drive when you went down the field and scored a touchdown. I mean, you set the tone. If you have a first quarter on Saturday like you had last year, you are going to win the game. Like if you're up 10-0 at the end of the first quarter, feel pretty confident you're going to win the game at that point, right? But yeah, I mean, last year was a perfect start, and problem was it was in Athens, but you came out, you forced a 3-and-out, and then you went 12 plays, 78 yards in just under 4 minutes and scored a touchdown. Ran it right up their throat with your damn tight end, and you're like, oh, let's go, boys. We're here.
More important than playing well the first 5 minutes of the game would be playing well for 60 minutes. That's another thing Coach Fulmer used to say. 60 minutes. 60 minutes. Go play. Go fight. So I'd rather have the 60 minutes of playing hard than the first 5 minutes.
You forced a punt on their first 3 possessions last year. And then they kind of flipped the switch offensively. Then they kind of went touchdown, field goal, halftime, touchdown, punt. A great Tennessee drive, 12 plays, 36 yards, 6 minutes. That's a great offensive drive there. My God. 12 plays, 36 yards, 6 minutes. You give them the ball back, 12 plays, 92 yards, touchdown, game over. They put you on ice. They put you on ice.
I think maybe the most important thing in this game is coming out ready to play after halftime. Like coming out in the third quarter and having something to prove and not losing the third quarter 10-0.
Yeah, I would say the third quarter, Sam, coming out and playing that way in the first 5 minutes, if you want to take Fulmer's method, the first 5 minutes of the third quarter, I would say that's maybe more crucial than the early start. Now, look, in 22, you were going up against Bryce Young. And, I talked about that yesterday. So, like, Bryce Young, Heisman guy, number 1 overall pick, try to remove, his NFL failures. He was that guy in college. He was able to look at that 18-point lead and say, it's fine, we got it. Him and Jahmyr Gibbs. Jahmyr Gibbs, one of the best running backs in the league, one of the best weapons in the league. Like, those two were able to kind of team up and bring them back. We've been talking all week. We don't think Gunnar Stockton's that. So, like, if you can come out and get him rattled, I do think it's a different formula. Because Jared points out in the chat that we've scored first in all 4 of the Heupel games versus Georgia, and it hasn't mattered. That gives me confidence that Tennessee's going to hopefully make it 5 years in a row. That Heupel's able to scheme out a little bit. Like he's able to come in and script, I should say, like an opening drive or an opening plan that gets Tennessee on the board early.
How about an 80-yard rushing touchdown on the first play?
That'd be cool. Like, I think if you get that play in this scenario on Saturday, you win. I think if you score first, not necessarily going to guarantee victory, but like I'm going to like where Tennessee's at and how loud that stadium's going to be and how rattled that quarterback should be for Georgia.
I would say maybe you consider finding someone to throw sand in Kirby Smart's eyes coming out of halftime, or maybe whatever that dust is on the shuffleboards, the shuffleboard sand. Nothing that's going to do permanent damage, of course. You don't want to hurt the guy, but just maybe temporarily blind him for the second half. Something like that. Kind of make sure you win that third quarter. That's going to be very important.
Find a way to poison his water so that he's on the toilet using the bathroom all throughout halftime. He doesn't have time to make adjustments because his stomach's hurting so much.
Yeah.
Maybe that's it.
Something like that.
A little Visine in his water, a la Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, like let's keep it lighthearted, obviously,
It's a little Visine. It's fine. He'll be fine after a while. Sack was fine. He just puked all night.
Maybe you get him really, really mad in the second quarter to where he does something to get ejected.
Nick posts in the chat, the winner of this game cements a home playoff game. Agree or disagree?
I'm going to go ahead and agree with that.
I'll say that,
or a bye.
Yeah, I was going to say if you throw in a bye week there, the bye week for winning the SEC there as well, then
yeah, home playoff game or better. I'm going to agree with that.
I can't say cements. There's still a scenario that Tennessee, Cody talked about the schedule looking a little bit tougher, and we'll see. I don't really buy into or believe that John Mateer can make it to November.
Not the way they're using him.
Yeah, playing that style against that schedule, I don't think he can make it to November playing at that level. Not saying he'll be knocked out of the game, but
you can't be a running back at quarterback.
Right.
They've got to have a run game with him do something.
Right. Or else his shoulder is going to be jacked up and those passes aren't going to be crisp enough, and he's going to be a step slower. So, Oklahoma does look like a tougher game on paper. I still think Tennessee wins that game, but there's a scenario where you beat Georgia, you lose to either Alabama or Florida or Oklahoma, two of those. There's a scenario where that happens, and then you lose the home field advantage.
10-2 with a win over Georgia.
That might still get you ranked to the top 8. I'm just saying I can't cement it. This isn't late enough in the season to say it cements anything.
That's fair. That's fair. But he's, who said that? Jared. He's trying to put a bold take out there, and I appreciate the boldness.
No. It was Nick.
Okay, Nick's trying to put a bold take out there, and I appreciate
Freaky
the boldness.
boy Nick. Freaky Nicky.
And I'm going to agree with Freaky Nick. I'm going to stand with you on that boldness.
So you agree?
Yes. Yes, I'm going to agree.
Sam, Bubba, do you agree or disagree?
I'm kind of more in the boat with you, John. I kind of feel like you're getting to that point, but I can't really say that you're cementing a home playoff game after 3 weeks of the season, and just knowing that, I feel like when you had your big wins last year, you were kind of thinking, all right, you just coast to the end of the season at 10-2 and you'll be able to kind of get there, and things turned out a different way. So I think it'd be obviously a ton of progress, and beating a team like Georgia, I think, will go a long way, but I still think part of that is going to be relying on that Florida game too late into the season. I think there's just part of the committee. I don't think it's with what we're going to do, but I think the committee has so much recency bias when you get late into the season that I don't know if the Georgia win is going to be held into the same light as we're going to hold it in the first 3 to 6 weeks of the season.
I'll tell you what, I hope the boys over in the damn locker room don't think like Cody and Freaky Nicky. We won this game. Job's done.
It's over.
Still got a season to navigate. Bubba, do you have a take?
The playoff, but I think it puts you at 95%. Still got to play, even though they're down Alabama, and then you still got some other SEC road games to take care of. So
yeah, no, I think 90% even seems high. It puts you in a good position. Tennessee all of a sudden starts getting love and respect.
I'd like to make a statement.
What's that statement?
If you beat Georgia, you're going to have your best regular season since 2001. Which means you're going to go, what I'm saying is you're going to go 11-1 at worst. Undefeated to be on the table, but I'm going to call it 11-1. I think if you beat Georgia, you're not going 10-2, you're going 11-1.
Would you trade a win versus Georgia for a loss at Kentucky? Asked Jared in the chat.
Someone else asked that to me. Chase Thomas asked me that a couple weeks ago. Weird.
Well, what's the answer?
No.
Sam?
Can I get some more context?
No.
Do you beat Alabama?
You beat Georgia
Florida,
and you lose at Kentucky. That's it. That's all you know.
No, I don't think so.
I ain't doing it.
Bubba?
I'm a sicko. I'm taking that deal.
Yeah, I'm rolling the dice there. I'm not doing that at all. I'm not doing that at all. In years past, like, if Georgia was like 13-point favorites in this game, sure. But like 3.5, like I think Tennessee's going to win. So I don't need to lock in a loss to Kentucky. I just want to roll the dice and make them come play in front of 100,000 people.
We don't lock in anymore. We don't have to bargain for wins.
That's right.
That just turns into the Arkansas situation of last year, in my opinion. Just like the committee will be like, oh, look at how bad of a loss that is versus how good of a win Georgia is.
Well, that might be possible.
Ole Miss went through this very scenario.
What's our take on guys like Cody that skipped Detroit, Omaha, Indy, 22 Bama, etc., but now want to show up? Asks Ryan. Sad, he says.
You don't have to read everything on there. Another person wrote in the very first segment, John Reed is out of touch with his audience. I didn't repeat that. I didn't feel the need to say it to everybody.
Where was that?
Just to put you down.
I didn't see that. Where was that?
That's what you want to do. You just want to read things to put me down. I don't put you
someone
down.
Say I was out of touch. I don't see that on here.
Well, it's on there. It was from Restream Bot. Somebody wrote in. I don't know how that works. I don't know if that comes off Twitter and then that plugs into the YouTube or what. I don't know. Somebody said it. I wasn't going to repeat it.
I didn't see it.
I would have read it to put you down.
I would have read it. I don't think he's.
That's the difference in me and you.
I don't think he's putting you down.
That's the difference in me and you. No, he ain't putting me down. You want to put me down.
I'm not putting you down.
I don't want to put you down. Why are you trying to put me down? I don't try to put you down.
I asked you a question.
Why are you trying to put me down? I don't try to put you down.
What's the take on guys like? I mean, he said guys.
Well,
like
not
Cody.
everybody can go to every gosh darn event. Not everybody can go to every event.
Okay, there's your take. Sam, what's your take?
And I'll go ahead and tell you what's this guy's name?
Omaha,
Ryan.
Indy, 22 Bama.
What's this guy's name?
Now
Ryan.
Want to show up.
What's this guy's name? Well, everything he's mentioning besides 22 Bama is basketball and baseball related. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I know it's not popular anymore in this fan base because we're an everything school, and I appreciate that, and I love Tony Vitello and Rick Barnes, but I care about football more than I care about those other two sports.
Well, there's one answer, Ryan.
So there you go.
Take that, Ryan.
Ryan.
Damn.
Try to put me down.
Take that, Ryan. You fired Cody up.
I'm going to have a damn coronary event over here.
When they say I was out of touch, when I just said like I didn't want to like watch the political news all night last night.
I think it was when you said, are there really that many people that, well, not in these exact words, but like when you made it look like when I said I saw things on Twitter, you made it as if it was like 3 people that said something in some comments. And like, I think what he was going for is there's actually a lot more people than that cared about it.
I'm not saying
me on that.
I never said nobody cared about it. Whoa. That's not what I was saying.
No, it doesn't feel so good when you have words put in your mouth.
No. I said that. They're still going to care about the game in Knoxville over in Neyland Stadium in a couple of days. The vast majority of people listening to this and the vast majority of Tennessee fans, that's still going to be a raucous atmosphere. That's what I was saying. I think everyone knows that, although you can't ever tell. Some people just ain't very smart.
Like Chuck Berry once said, you never can tell.
Hour 1 of the books. We'll kick off hour 2 with some headlines. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
The flagship station for Tennessee football. Fans. FanRun Radio.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 865-544-8220. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at menspronknoxville.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, performance, Peyronie's, size and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic performance and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 865-544-8220 or book in 30 seconds or less at menspronknoxville.com. Men's Pro Knoxville, making it happen.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FanRun Radio.
Running a business, coaching a team, planning your next big event, you need more than just gear. You need SM Athletics and Logo Solutions. Custom uniforms, branded apparel, promotional products, done right, done fast, and built to show off your brand with pride. From local businesses to high schools to major universities, SM Athletics is trusted by winners. Get real service, get real quality, get noticed. SM Athletics and Logo Solutions, where your brand comes to life.
Visit smathletics.com and let's build something great together. Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Hear, hear!
To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Hear, hear! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Hear, hear!
Hey, folks, if you're in need of a lawyer, you need to call my friend Jerry Givens. I've known Jerry since high school and can personally vouch for him. He's East Tennessee through and through, and if you're going through a divorce, bankruptcy, or a DUI case, you'll need someone you can trust on your side to help you navigate the local legal system. You can trust Jerry Givens. Call the law offices of Jerry Givens today at 865-801-9250 to schedule your free consultation. That's 801-9250.
All right, what do you have? Better halftime show? Cheerleaders or dogs? You're listening to Talk Sports.
I've always been a big friend of the cheerleading community. I think that they're great. I think that they are essential to athletics. You know, I just love what they do. I love the cheers. I love the way that they sound. They say, hey, go team, you know. I mean, what can a dog do? A dog can't talk.
Airing every day
From 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. Always give me the dogs catching Frisbees. Dogs I enjoy more than women. The dogs feel more comforting to me. And they do cooler stuff.
on 1340 WKGN.
You know, I personally would stand with Pete on this one. I mean, animals are supposed to be free. You know, they're not there to be your entertainment.
During the game.
They do things at halftime, too. They do that at halftime, too.
And it's not nearly as effective because the game's not going on. I need to be entertained. Love the cheerleaders. They have their place. But when it comes to halftime, I prefer my bitches catching Frisbees.
Well, I don't know.
Man, I miss my dog. Yeah. Many nights when I'm hopping, many nights when we're blowing trees.
Hour number 2 kicking off here in the White Claw Hard Seltzer Studios. Drink the light, refreshing White Claw Hard Seltzer. Get ready for it. Pack it up. Be ready to tailgate all day on Saturday. White Claw is a big hit out at your tailgate. It's light. It's refreshing. It won't weigh you down. It won't bloat you. And it's delicious. Please drink responsibly. Shout out to White Claw Hard Seltzer and our friends over at Cherokee Distributing for their support locally. All right, let's hit some Hour 2 headlines. What you got, Big Mac?
Thanks, John. We were all wondering when the injury bug would first plague the 49ers this year, and it appears to already be happening in week 2. George Kittle, I told you yesterday, he's out for a good amount of time. Christian McCaffrey's got a messed up calf. Well, now Brock Purdy, the quarterback, quote, a long shot to play in week 2, according to Kyle Shanahan. He might be out for weeks.
It's, I mean, according to Ian Rappaport, it's already been reported that he is out for weeks.
Okay, Sam.
2 to 5 weeks with a turf toe variant.
Well, I guess ESPN is behind or they have different information, one or the other. I mean, this is a top headline, so.
Who do we trust more?
Probably.
We trust Sam or Cody reporting more?
Or?
I trust myself more. Given that I'm looking,
give the right answer, Bubba.
Come on, Bubba. Give the right answer.
I'll do my own research.
That's the right answer. Good job,
Good
Bubba.
answer. Good answer.
You come up with the right answer. I think it's a long shot, Shanahan said. When asked whether or not he would miss multiple games, it's possible, Shanahan said.
He says Purdy is unlikely to play against the Saints.
No, this was also September 10th at 4:30 p.m.
Yeah, 41 minutes ago from Ian Rappaport, he said that he's out 2 to 5 weeks.
There's
you
a
mentioned
problem.
that.
There's a problem by Cody. His top headlines from 4:30 yesterday, and you have
It's ESPN.
You have more news.
It's the latest from ESPN. It's what they have. So it's not my.
But Sam's gone to what, NFL Network? Is that where Ian Rappaport works?
Mm-hmm.
And gotten to the bottom of it. Thank you, Sam.
You're welcome.
Well, if Sam wants to fact check every headline, he can certainly do that.
So there's no need to put lies out onto the airwaves.
It's
Cody.
not a lie, Sam. I'm reading it on ESPN.com.
He's not a long shot. He's out.
Did I not just mention that he could miss multiple weeks? Did I not say that before Sam came in
Could.
with his
I
Ian
confirmed
Rappaport?
that
Could
he is
and
missing
will are
multiple.
two
Well,
different
if
things.
you want to put all of your eggs in the Ian Rappaport basket, go ahead. That's your prerogative.
I am.
Go ahead. That doesn't necessarily make it any more true than what I said. I'm not going to sit here and be ridiculed by you people over my headline when I essentially said the same thing. Just because it's an older news, I mean, it's the top headline on ESPN.com. It's their reporting.
I appreciate you, Sam, for going to the bottom of the latest breaking news, not something from 4:30 yesterday.
You're welcome.
Mac Jones in line to start now, I guess, in San Francisco, right?
It's too early in the NFL season for Mac Jones. That's what I told Bubba in the break.
Although, Mac Jones, he came in and he knew how to do one thing last year in Jacksonville, throw the ball to Brian Thomas Jr. Who will be that in San Francisco? They don't really have a Brian Thomas Jr. like Ricky Pearsall.
Juwan Jennings.
Juwan's banged up too, ain't he? I mean, he just come in and throw the ball nonstop to Ricky.
The political activist Charlie Kirk was shot and killed yesterday. Vol fans are saying on the internet to athletic director Danny White that it could be a good idea to hold a prayer for Charlie Kirk Saturday at Neyland Stadium. One fan also says that fans could sing the national anthem in unison. Would be a powerful moment. The chat seems to be divided on whether or not this would be a good idea for Saturday at Neyland Stadium. Where do you stand?
So what's the headline here? Just that a couple Tennessee fans tweeted about this? Is that where we've gotten to headlines now?
If you want to say a couple, I mean, I'm looking at 94 replies here, and they're very split.
So the headline here is fans tweet Danny White.
The headline here is fans divided over whether this is a good idea. I'm trying to start a little dialogue and ask you what you think about it.
I usually am on the side of keep politics out of sports.
Well, a lot of people in the comments would agree with that, but many others say great idea.
You got any updates on people's likes and bookmarks and retweets? Did anybody retweet anything?
4 arrests have been made in connection with the shooting of Florida State's Ethan Pritchard. According to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, Mark Glass said Pritchard was not doing anything wrong when he was ambushed outside an apartment last month. He added that Pritchard was dropping off family members when he was shot in the back of the head. This was a guy who's a freshman for the Florida State Seminoles. He's a linebacker. But 4 people have now been arrested in connection with that. So there's an update on that. Alabama expecting wide receiver Ryan Williams to play against Wisconsin. There was some speculation on whether or not he would, but it says he's on track.
Is he ever going to break back out? Or is he just like cooked? Who knows?
I'm not a Ryan Williams guy.
No? You just don't think he's talented or just not good?
I think he's talented. I think like the people that were just automatically putting him in the same level as like Jeremiah Smith last year, I thought were crazy.
Yeah.
I think Jeremiah Smith is like 3 times the football player that Ryan Williams is.
He is, but like, correct me if I'm wrong, Sam, but that was just after the Georgia game when people were doing that. Like it kind of
feel like
died
it
down.
carried on.
Okay.
A little too long, maybe is what I think you are right. Like long after the entire season, I don't think people were saying that, but
I thought week 1 against, or not week 1, but early in the season against Georgia, I thought that performance put him at least in a similar conversation. But yeah, like, I mean, I think pretty shortly after that, it was very clear he was not that same type of guy.
like I think Ryan Williams has more. When everyone's just talking about how like Jeremiah Smith is just guaranteed top 5 receiver once he gets into the league, and they were saying that Ryan Williams is close to that. Like, I think Ryan Williams has more Jalen Hyatt potential than, Justin Jefferson type potential.
I'd like to see, I don't actually want to go watch an Alabama film guy or anything, but I'd like to see, like, is Ryan Williams, is he open on these and just like Ty Simpson and Jalen Milroe couldn't get him the ball? Because it felt like, it felt like he had some openings against us last year. It's just the quarterback couldn't give him the ball.
He's open about some things.
I'd like to know, like, is he actually, is he just getting covered, or is they just like completely failing him? Like, could he go somewhere else and be better?
Yeah.
Before I make any rash judgments on him, but yeah, the production wasn't really there last year after the Georgia game. He did have 8 catches for 70 yards against us, I guess, and a touchdown. So I mean, he did pretty good against us, but after our game, especially 4 catches, 50 yards, 2 catches, 29 yards, 3 catches, 36, 2 for 37, 3 for 53, 3 for 8 against Michigan in the bowl game. Yeah, it leaves a lot to be desired. He got off to a really good start last year, then kind of fell apart. Next headline, please.
The Missouri quarterback Sam Horn is going to miss the season after having a leg surgery.
You call him?
He's also a pitcher for the Dodgers.
Yeah, I was going to say, you call him Missouri quarterback. I call him Dodgers pitcher. Sam Horn.
A well-regarded pitching prospect selected by the Dodgers in the 17th round of the draft this summer.
That was Cam's boy from down in Georgia that like went to his high school or whatever, right? The one that he thought Tennessee recreded him.
That's right. He's from Lawrenceville, Georgia.
Yeah. Pretty sure his brother goes to school here, actually.
Does he?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would check out, I guess, because, I mean, Sam Horn, they was talking about how he grew up a Tennessee fan and was going to come here or whatever, but I think
sucks for him because, like, he actually is a much better baseball player than he is football player. So he kind of chose to go like, hey, I'm going to come back for another year and play football instead of go and, start my baseball career, and then gets like, what was it, a fractured tibia or something like that?
Yeah, and recruited over. I mean, they're playing better without him. I mean, the new quarterback looks pretty damn good. And 17th round in the MLB draft, like that's I would say you're on the wrong side of a 50-50 coin flip in terms of like actually ever making it. I'd say there's not very many 17th rounders that actually like get up anytime, soon. I'd say the hit rate on that's pretty low. So it's not like he like wasted like a surefire MLB career or anything like that. But
he's had Tommy John too, so the injuries just kind of keep piling up for the guy.
Sounds like a hell of an athlete that's just going to be a what if.
Yeah.
Like it's just going to be like, man, he just never quite lived up to what he could have done.
Real modern day Bo Jackson. Last night, the Yankees held a moment of silence in memoriam of Charlie Kirk. So they made it political. The New York Yankees had him up on their Jumbotron. Moment of silence. What are you supposed to do during a moment of silence?
Be silent. Some people pray. Some people use that as a time to pray.
Do you just stare at the neck and the guy in front of you? Just like
sometimes I bow my head. Sometimes I
eyes?
just kind of look around. It just kind of depends. I don't have a go-to every time.
I just stare at that guy's neck in front of me. It's a big mole that guy's got on his neck. And then also TMZ had to issue a clarification and apology last night after they broke the news about Charlie Kirk's death, and a lot of people began applauding and laughing in the background. TMZ had to come out and say, whoa, 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 that was a different group of people in the office. They weren't covering the Charlie news. They were covering a car chase that had just come to a conclusion, and they were cheering about the car chase ending.
Bad timing.
Pretty bad timing, or just lies. Who knows?
Yeah, got one of two. Okay. Sam, send us to break. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio.
Streaming worldwide at FanRunRadio.com and on the free FanRun app. This is Big Orange Country's Sports Talk Radio Superstation. FanRun Radio, Knoxville.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
It's time for the North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week. Brought to you by North Knox Siding and Windows. Call 865-689-0505 or visit them online at northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
This week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week is Central wide receiver Javastin Badgett. Badgett helped lead the Bobcats to a 29-21 win over West last week. Badgett had an eye-popping 12 catches for 230 yards and 2 touchdowns as Central improved to 2-1 on the season. Javastin Badgett of Central High School, this week's North Knox Siding and Windows High School Football Player of the Week.
North Knox Siding and Windows, locally owned and operated. They can handle all your siding, window, gutter, and roofing needs. Call 865-689-0505 for a free estimate or go online to northknoxsidingandwindows.com.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Ball fans, reimagine your home at Broadway Carpets and Flooring for any remodeling or building needs. With a variety of carpets, rugs, hardwood, vinyl, and stone, Broadway has all the flooring and installation options you're looking for, including pet-resistant products like Pet Perfect Carpet from Shaw Floors. Visit their showroom in downtown Knoxville or the location in West Knoxville located on Kingston Pike near Pellissippi Parkway today.
Citizens National Bank.
Kick off this football season with a CNB Plus Perks checking account. Move downfield with free online and mobile banking. And cross the goal line with extended evening hours and Saturday banking. Banking at CNB has its perks. Find out more at cnbtn.com.
Citizens National Bank. Banking never felt so good.
Member FDIC.
King NFL tonight. The Green Bay Packers, the Washington Commanders. I mean, this is a banger of a game. This might be the game of the weekend in terms of the NFL schedule. And we get it on Thursday night, which is a nice treat for us. Unless you still get nervous about the Thursday night games being cursed and bad football because it's like off of 3 days of rest and can't really put a full game plan in, and the players are still hurting from the game 3 days ago.
Take the under.
Take the under 48.5.
That's what I'm doing. I'm taking the under.
Primetime unders are typically the way to go in the NFL. Most people want to bet on points and get points. Usually there's some value there on the under.
That Packers defense is nasty.
And Jaden Daniels a little banged up.
Micah Parsons going to eat his lunch.
Daniels is dealing with a wrist injury, right? And he took some sacks, and he got hit a lot by that Giants defense. He got hit a lot by that Giants defense for sure. Cody, you said Micah Parsons is going to eat his lunch.
Yeah. Green Bay's good, man.
Well, do you like Green Bay minus
Green
3.5
Bay's
as
good.
well, or just the under?
Yeah, I do. I do like Green Bay.
If you parlay minus 3.5 with the under, you might get a nice little boost there.
Yeah, I just don't see Washington going on the road on a Thursday and taking down the Packers. But who knows? Last year they went on the road against an NFC North team and won in the playoffs. So it can be done. I just really liked what I saw out of Green Bay the other day.
And you're completely sold on it?
I mean, I'm sold as one can be after 1 week. But that doesn't mean it couldn't change. I mean, it could be an overreaction for sure. But as of today, there's nothing that would indicate to me that the Packers aren't going to win the game tonight. Unless you just think Jaden Daniels adds that much value as a playmaker, and he's just that guy, which he might be.
You trust him more than Jordan Love?
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather have Jaden Daniels as my quarterback, I think, for the future.
Trust him more on the road than Jordan Love at home?
No, I wouuld say that. And I wouldn't even necessarily say I'd rather have him over Jordan Love, like necessarily right now. I mean, because we got to wait on the film to come in on Jaden Daniels. I think after what I saw last year, I mean, I was talking him up as much as anybody. Like, I think he's the future of the league and all that stuff. But, we got to see how he looks in year 2. So I want to just pause for a bit on that.
Yeah, I'm trying not to make any sweeping takes on any of these teams until about a month into the season.
Good strategy.
I've talked about it, this week already, but, just can't get out of my head that in week 3, the Saints were favored over the Eagles last year. And how dumb that looked in hindsight and how much everyone overreacted and freaked out about, like, the Saints after 2 weeks and how the Eagles looked dead and all this stuff. Like, I mean, like, I'm trying not to overreact to week 1 because the Lions looked awful. Like, I don't know if that was the Lions offense looks awful or the Packers defense looks elite. Like, to me, it almost felt more like the Lions offense looked awful. More so than the Packers just were dominating them. But I could be wrong. It's not like I do film study on these games.
Yeah, I mean, it's good to reserve judgment for, 3 or 4 weeks into the season. I mean, that's why a lot of people hate, college football polls, preseason polls, just because, like, you really don't necessarily know about the teams until you have a little data.
Which, by the way, if you're keeping score at home and you're updating, we are now at 3-7. 3-7 for Pamela Maldonado's best bets. When you're just looking at the preseason polls and the preseason and the takes and all this stuff. I had that note earlier I wanted to share.
Lock her up.
Pamela's best bets. 3-7. 3-7.
Does she have something for every game most of the time? Like these big ones, I guess I should say.
No. She just does, from what I see, the college picks. Like,
okay, she doesn't even do NFL.
Yeah, I mean, she might tweet some NFL stuff out, but she does college best bets on there, and she was 3-7.
Lock her up. Another very important note, since we're talking about gambling, the Packers are 22-11 straight up, and 21-11-1 against the spread in primetime under Matt LaFleur.
21-11-1.
Yeah, 22-11 straight up, and 21-11-1 against the spread. Second best cover percentage in primetime since the year 2000.
It's still sad to me that was the end of the Titans' run. We'd beat the Packers' ass in Lambeau on primetime. So, like when you say they're 22-11, they were 0-1 against the damn Titans.
Thank you to listener George Denny for sending that in.
And then it all fell apart for the Titans. So the Packers have been a good play at home on primetime. I mean, that's not surprising.
Seems that way. Lambeau Field, baby. I mean, that's where it's at. That's football at its finest. Jaden Daniels don't want no part of that.
Do you have a rooting interest? Because these are two teams that I think have pretty high approval ratings unless you're just a fan of one of their rivals. Like, I think everyone's always kind of roots for the Packers, especially at home. I think they've been an easy team of the evil teams, of the big teams in the NFL. Like, I've always liked the Packers a little bit more than the Steelers or the Patriots.
I've never really rooted for the Packers.
Really?
I think because I used to kind of like the Bears.
Okay.
And I kind of didn't like Aaron Rodgers. I've kind of never liked Aaron Rodgers.
But I always liked Aaron Rodgers.
But I think I did find myself rooting for the Packers in those games against San Francisco a few years ago, but they would just get their ass whipped by the 49ers because I think I was kind of tired of the 49ers. But I like Jaden Daniels a lot. I'm not really rooting for one team or the other. I'm just rooting for a good game. But I do like watching Jaden Daniels play. Seeing him against that defense will be fun.
Yeah, I want to see him try to run away from Micah Parsons. I want to see that. I don't think they'll be able to necessarily run the ball. So, like, I do think if you're looking to have something to play, Jaden Daniels is going to have to throw it a lot, I think. His over-under is 225. I'm taking his over in passing yards and just hoping he slings it around a little bit. Maybe I don't know if it'll be a high-scoring game, but even if it's not, I think they're just going to move the ball. I think he's going to just throw nothing but 7 to 10 yard passes to Zach Ertz and just dump down to Austin Eckler and try to manufacture the ball, matriculate the ball.
Would you say that because they're not going to be able to run the ball effectively?
Yeah,
they're going to be throwing it around a lot.
Yeah. And doing the short passes that he likes doing to move the ball that way is kind of what I think. So I like Austin Eckler to have a couple catches. I think his over-under's 3. I like him to go over. I think they'll be kind of trying to do that through the passing game.
Austin Eckler. What about the other guy, the new guy?
Krosky Merritt.
Everybody loves.
I'm keeping Krosky Merritt on my bench tonight.
Is he not Is he not much of a pass-catching threat? Is he more just a regular old running back?
Well, we haven't seen him enough in NFL games to really know.
Well,
but Austin Eckler's, kind of has been the go-to guy for them in terms of the pass-catching back. That's been kind of his lane his entire career. So I think on passing downs and at a shotgun, they'll trust him more in pass protection and catching those out of the backfield.
So you think Austin Eckler may be a low-key start this week?
No, I'm not necessarily saying that.
Okay.
I'm just saying that Krosky Merritt, whenever he played last week in his first game, he only had 1 target and 0 catches.
I'm just
looking. Didn't really get him
in
in the passing game last week.
I'm just trying to find an advantage in fantasy football because my teams are 0-3.
You're 0-3?
All 3.
0-3?
All 3 of my teams are
the
winless.
guy that sat here and called himself a fantasy expert and talked about how good he was in fantasy all offseason and started 0-3?
Yep. That's accurate.
Bill Krosky's not a pass catcher, by the way.
Yeah.
Bill Krosky, is that what they're calling him?
Yeah, he wants to go by Bill.
5-1 over here for me.
Nobody really goes by Bill anymore.
I think that's what he's trying to start.
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to bring it back.
Yeah.
Bill Krosky,
especially in the league,
BCM.
I feel like that's kind of like an old school football name. Need some Bills back in the game.
Yeah, nobody names their kid Bill anymore.
I don't think they ever really named their kid Bill.
Yeah, they did.
Bill Krosky.
I feel like they didn't. I feel like they were always,
Bill was a big name for a while.
I feel like they were almost always Williams.
Well, I mean, sure. But, I mean, nobody goes by Bill anymore, though.
Okay, well, that might be a better.
I mean, it's kind of what I meant.
Now they go by Billiam.
Not that many go by Bob anymore either. Which Bob, of course, short for Robert. There's still a lot of guys that are named Robert, but you never hear of a guy going by Bob.
You never hear a guy's named Cody either.
Is that true? Is Cody a dying name?
At least I have a name.
I got a good buddy named Bill. He goes by Bill. I mean, yeah,
but he's like
36 now. So yeah.
Bear calls William Bill.
Yeah, but he goes by William.
Overtime Bill. What do you think William would do if we all just started calling him Bill?
Just changed it for the better.
Hey, Bill, could you get I got a graphic here. Could you get this graphic ready for me, please? Be sure to put some emojis on it.
Billy. emotion we just all start calling him Billy. What is that? What are you guys doing?
Why are
You guys
you
messing with me?
Yeah,
Why
what's
you
the
say
deal
that?
with that?
I'm not in the mood for this. I'm violently hungover.
Yeah, he's already warned us that the boys are back in town tonight. It's a college weekend. That is a fun thing about
boys are back. The boys are back.
That is the fun thing
There's
about
nothing better than hitting that Thin Lizzy when the boys get back in town.
That's the thing about, when the boys get back in town for college football, you get these special weekends. The first big one. That is what the good thing about Georgia being so early this year is that the boys are back in town early. You get to jumpstart the season.
I do love it, man. I love it when everybody's back in town.
Any of your boys coming into town?
This weekend, surprisingly, I don't know that I really have many coming into town.
Sam's going out of town, or at least weddings out of town.
My boys are
Sam's
coming
going out of
in
town.
Arkansas
Brother,
week.
this wedding was in Knoxville. I would be like going to the ceremony maybe and then just running to Neyland Stadium.
I got some
Have you thought about just canceling this friend?
I got some boys coming
Canceling
into
him?
town.
Yeah.
Good
I mean-
energy in the air.
Canceling me at the wedding or canceling him before his
Just
wedding?
Canceling the friendship. Just like, hey, it's just not worth it. Sorry. It's if you had to list him as your number what friend, what would he be? Is this like your 11th best friend? Like if you had to rank all your friends.
He's probably top 10.
He's
Top 10?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means not top 5.
Would he loan you money?
Yeah.
Would he help you change a flat tire?
Yeah.
You got to go to his wedding.
Sounds
man.
like he's a friend.
Yeah, you got to go to his wedding.
You can't cancel that guy.
It's a hard perspective to have, but like at some point football games happen every year and ideally this guy only gets married once type of thing.
Is he a big fan?
He's a massive Tennessee fan. That's what's so disappointing about this entire thing. It's
Well,
like it's just bad
sometimes-
foresight on his part.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's out of your control.
Yeah.
I get that.
Sometimes you gotta
would he come to your wedding in this scenario?
I would hope so.
You
I
can't
would
confidently
hope so.
say yes?
I mean, like he is like that psychotic of a Tennessee fan.
Well, that's
that,
why
like,
I'm
I could
asking.
see him skipping it.
So he might understand if you did.
No, he'd be like, Sam, come on. Like, you were a Vanderbilt fan until like 5 years ago.
Come
you don't get to
on.
pretend to be this big diehard
That's
Tennessee
unfair.
fan. That's what his friend would say.
I
Like,
think
Sam,
he would make it a joke at the start, like, "Nah, I'm not coming to that. I'm going to the game."
But then actually,
eventually he'd come.
that's a soft launch though, where he's like, I'm not coming to see how you would respond.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you could always tell me you have to work. That's always a good like. That's what I tell people sometimes when I don't want to go to things. I gotta work. Gotta work. You know what I do for a living. I gotta be working.
Content, man.
Yeah. Sorry, I got stuff I gotta do, and they at least say they understand.
The wedding will be a good time, and you never know about a game like that. It could go either way. So it's like, if we don't win, then it's like, you made the right decision. You had a good time with your buddies, and you watched some other football. And hell, Vols lost anyway. But if we win,
yeah, if we win, and I have to watch that game off an iPhone, sitting in a pew or something like that,
then
like,
it's major FOMO or major.
Yeah, it's
what is it when you're not the fear of
jealousy?
Yeah,
I think it's just jealousy.
Yeah, just like when the celebration's going on. And you've already missed the event.
Then you ruin your friend's wedding because you're in a bad mood, and you're like, yeah, it's.
I
I understand why you're rooting for Georgia now. I understand why Sam is rooting so hard for Georgia, just so that he doesn't have to get jealous and ruin his friend's wedding.
He'll be with the right group of guys, though. The boys will be partying if we win the game. I mean, celebratory night anyway, so it'll be fine.
Okay.
Who are you watching the game with?
I'll be in there.
Me too. I'll be with 100,000 of my closest friends.
Yeah. I'm waiting for a public thank you. Go ahead. And tread lightly.
From me?
Tread lightly, because if you don't give me this thank you, I'm going to not send you these tickets, and I'm just going to pocket your $500 and consider it payment for LSU. So you better tread really lightly.
Well, if you would be a little nicer to me sometimes, I'd be a little nicer to you.
A little nicer to you.
Do you ever just
brought you breakfast,
kindness?
Found you a steal for tickets.
Do you ever consider kindness?
When are you going to be nice to me?
I'm always
When are you
nice
going to do
to
something
you.
nice for me?
It's not about doing something for you. See, you look at it as transactional.
No, my love language.
This is where we're different. I'm an emotional person. You're a transactional person.
No, you're not. You're not an emotional person.
You look at it transactional.
No, my love language are acts of
I got this
service,
ticket
acts of kindness.
for you. Love me.
That's part. So everyone's love language is different. You don't say anything nice about me. I don't get words of affirmation.
Yeah, but let's say you got a woman.
Anytime I try to like rub your shoulder or scratch your head, you're like, oh,
I
my
don't
God,
like
stop
that.
I
don't like being touched by another man.
So like I'm just going through the list of love language. What do I get from you? I don't get nice. You don't say nice things. You don't do things for me. I can't touch you. What do I get?
My presence, the joy that's seeing me.
So that's
alive.
What makes you a good friend is you show up.
That's right.
You don't be a friend when you show up. You're just around.
The loyalty of my presence, of my being.
Loyalty.
That's a big thing.
You mean showing up to work?
Me being generally pleasant.
You didn't come to my birthday party, so you weren't present for my birthday party.
I make friends, you laugh.
Most friends come to your birthday party. You didn't show up for that. So if the best thing you bring to the table is I show up.
This is what he does to me. He attacks me verbally. I make you laugh. You enjoy my humor.
Half the time.
I bring you sodies.
You have brought me a couple sodies.
I bring you sodies.
Yeah, brought me a couple sodies. I will give you that.
I think that might be what's just keeping this thing going.
And I've been around,
Good mellow yellow every once
here.
in a while.
I've been around.
Hell, I'm here. It's good enough, ain't it?
I've been around forever.
I ain't run off with any other women. I show back up. I come home every night, don't I?
I could have left you for others, and I never did.
Have.
I never did. I said, nope. No, I'm sinking. If this ship's sinking, I'm sinking with it. Me and John are sinking together.
Well, I appreciate the loyalty.
So there you go.
I could use a couple acts of service or a couple just, hey, John, thanks. Hey, my friend John, he did it again.
Well, I will say thanks.
I got you into the damn Florida game. Don't forget that in 2022. Found you still there.
Yeah. Well, now, I mean, this guy reached out.
Thank you.
I mean, the guy reached out to you. I've had people reaching out to me too with tickets. Are you wanting credit because the guy, it was a friend of yours who got the ticket?
I just want credit just for looking out for you, just for taking care of you.
Yeah, I mean, I still paid for the tickets.
No, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I just want to make it clear to the audience.
It is true. This one
because
time,
they might assume the ticket was free, given the some of the things you've said in the past.
This one time he has
about,
paid me for the
previous
ticket.
gifts, but
no, it's really just about.
It could have just taken like 3 seconds, Cody. All he needs is just like, hey man, thanks for the hookup.
That's it. Hey, I just want to give a shout out to my friend John.
But why does he always need it?
Because he already said like I'll be in Neyland Stadium. He could have just said like thanks to my friend John who helped find a deal.
What if you were getting messages? And
thanks to my friend John. So why was it third part? Why am I saying?
What if you kept getting messages and then the prices? You're like, I don't know if I want to pay that.
On the air when you said you're going to Neyland Stadium because like, I'll be in there. I got my tickets thanks to my friend John.
Nice. Yeah. What'd you say, Sam?
John just wants to make sure that you're getting into the building, man. Like what if you drag this thing on late into Friday and you're like, man, I don't have a price that I want to pay, but John's got you hooked up.
I mean, I'd be in the building. I always find my way into the building.
Well, except for Alabama 22, the biggest game in Neyland Stadium history.
Yeah, it'd be nice if a friend could have helped me out there. Hooked me up on that one. One of the greatest memories and nowhere to be found.
Did it sound cool from the outside though?
I just want credit, not for the tickets.
I know you want credit.
No. Well, I'm telling you what I want credit for. Just for being the type of guy that when I see a bargain that didn't affect me, didn't mean no good, I say, you know what, my friend Cody, he'll like those.
I do appreciate that.
Let me reach out. Let me go through all this trouble, and I want to find out if my friend Cody wants
Did
those.
I not say thank you yesterday?
I
think it's that's the thing.
I want a public thank you on the air.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We can't just be friends off the radio show. It's you want a public thank you.
Yeah.
Now that's a little excessive, don't you think?
If you had found me tickets and I was on here saying, "Hey, I'll be inside,"
you think I would have came on the air and I would have been like, "Oh, you're welcome for those tickets."
You wouldn't have had to. Because when I had mentioned I would be in the stadium, I would have said, "Thanks to my good friend Cody, I appreciate you." I would have said it.
Mm-hmm.
I would have said it.
Well, thank you for finding the connection
and thanking of you.
For the deal.
We did get a. You're downplaying it now, and it's really making me mad. I'm not going to send you these damn tickets unless you give me proper respect.
I'm not downplaying anything.
Because
I said thank you.
What I want to thank you for is for me prioritizing you over everyone else in my life. that needed
and
tickets.
that is a big deal.
That's what it comes down to. I got a lot of people that have asked me for tickets.
You
and
do
to keep
have
them
a
updated
lot
on
of
tickets,
people.
and I prioritize you.
Right.
You were my first call when I saw these tickets.
Right.
That's what I want to thank you for
Well,
me putting
your
you first
girlfriend,
in my life.
Your girlfriend, I was second. Your woman came first.
Well, she always does. She was going with me. So, like, just for the record,
you are one.
I took care of myself and my ticket situation first, and then. But that's what they say to do on airplanes. I got to put on my mask before I can take care of anybody else, or else I'm going to pass out in the fire and the smoke, and then I'm no good. So I got our tickets, and then I said, hey, now I got to go to work finding some for my friend Cody because I want him to be inside Neyland Stadium.
Thank you for thinking of me second when you found this incredible deal.
And I would say, just since we're on the topic, maybe you could relay to Brandon that I would appreciate a thank you from him too. Just
okay.
While we're on the
well, he doesn't know. He has no idea these came from you.
Yeah. Well,
he just knows I found us a deal.
Yeah. Well, I do thank you for him. Did you get the credit for
Well, he
him?
didn't really say thank you.
Yeah.
He just said good deal.
I'd like him. Relay.
Way to go. Cool. What color are we wearing? That's the first thing he said.
What color are you wearing?
White.
Do you have a good white outfit?
I
bet you do from your time back in Arkansas.
Yeah. My robe with the hood.
I
Yeah.
bet you do.
Yeah. That's good stuff there. Yeah. Harrison, Arkansas, the Klan.
You got a good white outfit?
Yeah.
I'm struggling with my orange one.
Well, orange is easy for me. White is actually a little tougher for me, but I think I'm down to two options. I'm either going to buy a nice new game day shirt because sometimes I do that every year.
You save some money on the ticket. Now
Exactly.
You can splurge on a shirt.
I can afford a new polo shirt. I normally buy one like good game day shirt a year, or I will simply go with our friends at Inward Half, who have already supplied me with a very good game day shirt. I wasn't trying to say that the Inward Half shirt was not a good game day shirt. It's just that I would say I was going to get a new one, just to have another shirt.
Everybody likes new stuff.
Yeah.
If you like new stuff, you can go to inwardhalf.com and buy one right now.
I have two great Inward Half options. If I choose not to buy a new polo, then I might just go with my Inward Half. I have two great white shirts. Thanks to Todd and the boys. Shout out Evan. Shout out Jackson.
Sam, what color are you wearing
at
the
John
wedding?
Daly.
What color are you wearing? Black? Navy?
White.
All
Orange
white?
suit.
Well, I know you're wearing a suit. I was asking what color suit.
Orange.
Do you have another guy wearing light blue? Is that what you were about to ask, Bubba?
Are you trying to make a Dumb and Dumber reference?
Yes.
Huh.
Timely. Let's go to break. Let's talk sports on FanRun Radio.
Can't get enough Fan Run Radio? Download the free Fan Run app and take the best Tennessee sports conversations with you wherever you go.
At Knoxville Insurance Group, they understand the challenges many consumers face when searching for insurance coverage. That's why whether it's for you, your family, or your business, they create a coverage plan specifically for your unique needs. Knoxville Insurance Group is an independent firm, which means they aren't beholden to just one insurance company. They search multiple companies, acting as your negotiator to find you the best possible policy and price. Start a quote in minutes at KnoxvilleInsuranceGroup.com or call them today at 865-694-9788.
Tired of waiting for the weekend or good weather to play around? From casual to committed, Back 9 Golf has got you covered. Open to the public and offering flexible membership opportunities, they offer 24/7 access to 5 different simulators, providing cutting-edge technology, instant swing feedback, fun mini games, and a wide variety of courses to choose from. Perfect for that solo round you want after work, or swing by with food and drinks for an afternoon with friends and family. No stressful tee times, no rain delays. It's Back 9 Golf your way. Book your tee time now at theback9golf.com.
Rickard Ridge Barbecue, located in beautiful Cove Lake State Park. Rickard Ridge is home of the best ribs in the volunteer state. Smoked daily by pitmaster Mark Rickard. The barbecue at Rickard Ridge is mouth-watering, fall-off-the-bone delicious. Take the scenic drive up I-75 to exit 134. For directions and to look at the rest of the menu, visit Rickard Ridge online at rickardridgebbq.com.
Today, we raise a glass of Jameson Irish whiskey to the sport of football. Hear, hear!
To Gaelic football, born in Ireland in 1885 in its thrilling blend of soccer, rugby and basketball. On a massive field, 15 players kick or hand pass a round ball to score points over a bar or into a net. No pads, no helmet, no sense.
Here, here! To college football, which kicked off in 1869 when Rutgers beat Princeton 6-4 in the Battle of New Jersey. With 11 players and helmets and pads, teams battle on a 100-yard gridiron with explosive pass plays and hard-hitting tackles. Unless you're called for targeting.
Here, here! Since 1780, Jameson Irish whiskey has been enjoyed by sports fans all around the globe. Whether your football is Gaelic, American, or even soccer, we can all agree on super smooth Jameson Irish whiskey. Here, here!
Hey, Knoxville! Surfside iced tea and vodka, made with real brewed tea, is only 100 calories, 2 grams of sugar, with no bubbles and no troubles. That's right, zero carbonation, so it's easy to sip and enjoy. Headed to a game day or party at a friend's house? Bring an iced tea or lemonade variety pack from Surfside, or try their green tea and new raspberry tea vodka. Find the can with the sunset stripes this season. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sold at bars, restaurants, and stores near you. Surfside iced tea and vodka, sunshine in a can. Must be 21 or older. Enjoy responsibly.
Scale of 1 to 100, as I like to do. Bubba, Sam, Cody, what is your level of confidence in Joey Aguilar on Saturday in this moment against a Georgia defense? Because we've talked a lot about Gunnar Stockton. We've talked about him. I think it's fair to kind of look at Joey and discuss him from the other side as well. How much do you actually believe in him? What's your level of confidence?
I would say about an 8.
Out of 100? Jesus Christ.
Oh, out of 100? Oh, my bad. That's not out of 100, obviously. No, I would I give it about an 8. I think Joey's going to play well. About an 8 out of 10 and probably about a 74 out of 100. I think I have a good amount of confidence in him. I have some hesitancy just because it's his first game against a team of this level
in his life
ever.
Yeah, not just in Knoxville, at any point in his life.
He's never played against an SEC team, and the first one he's going to get is the Georgia Bulldogs.
He's never played in a game this big either.
Right.
Would you give – I mean, I do agree with that, but, like, he went and played on the road at Clemson with App State.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's somewhat comparable.
Well, another good point that I heard somebody make yesterday, and I won't give credit to him because I don't remember who said it, but even though he hasn't played against a team the caliber of Georgia, he has played against a lot of teams better than him throughout his career. Like in a lot of games, because he didn't have the talent around him either. So like in a lot of games he played at Appalachian State, the team he was playing against was better than his team. So it's not like he's never been the underdog or the guy who, you know, that was not on the best team. Like it's not like the only thing he's being judged from is Syracuse and ETSU, right?
Okay, so I like the point that he has had a talent disadvantage before in his games. Now, I would like to see, because I mean that's what everybody was using for the excuse last year, right? When you were watching and seeing the interceptions and seeing the turnovers, a lot of that was like, they didn't really have anything. They were up against it. He had to make plays. He had to do this, that. He was moving the ball down the field. He was trying to be a gunslinger, trying to be that quarterback to overcome.
Which, to his credit, you haven't seen any interceptions yet. You've seen a couple of fumbles, but no picks yet.
Well, also, I mean, I would say that he hasn't been in that position where he's felt like he's had to make plays. Like we've had such a talent advantage over Syracuse and then obviously over ETSU. Tennessee doesn't have a talent advantage over Georgia. You know what I mean? Like Tennessee might be a better team than Georgia. That's yet to be seen. Tennessee doesn't have more talent on the field than Georgia.
Can you go win this game with him like playing within himself like he has in the first 2 weeks, or does he have to go out there and make some special plays like you had Hendon Hooker go do in 2022 against Bama?
I don't know. Sam, if I would say that he's played within himself. I just think like the throw to Mike Matthews last week before the half, the rolling to the left and just throwing it up down the field. That was a gunslinger type play. That wasn't necessarily playing within himself. It's just ETSU couldn't make a play on it, right? Like, I mean, like they didn't have the dogs to do it. No pun intended. Even against Syracuse, I thought there was a couple deep balls. The one that drew a pass interference at the beginning of the game, that was a high floating ball that against a good defense is a 60-40 ball, a 55-45 ball. He put the ball, I don't want to say in danger because he just, when your guys make a play on it, you say, hey, he gave his guys a chance to make a play on it type of thing. But
it was in danger, I think.
Yeah.
I think the opponent you were playing was Mike Matthews could go up and get that ball.
Well, I'm talking about the one against Syracuse, too. That was kind of a jump ball on one of the first two drives that Brazel drew the pass interference down the field. I think it was the second drive.
I don't remember the one.
You remember which one I'm talking about?
I think it was the first drive of the game.
Was it the first drive of the game?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
it might
was
be
in the first couple plays.
It was, he threw it deep inside the 10-yard line. It just hangs up forever, and Brazel kind of boxes out the defensive back, and the defensive back jumps super early and like basically tackles the receiver. I didn't take that as a conservative play by any means. So like I do think he's shown a little bit of the gunslinger stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what you knew coming in. That's what you wanted from him, right? I mean, or that's what you signed up for, at least.
Well, Bubba, what's your answer? What's your number, scale of 1 to 100, in terms of your confidence for Joey Aguilar against Georgia in this moment, the biggest game of his life in front of the most raucous crowd he'll have ever played in front of?
I think you already know, John. It's 69.
The good news is the raucous crowd. I mean, sure, but he's not going to have a raucous crowd.
No, but I just think the energy in that stadium is going to be on both offense and defense. Like, I think when you see that crowd and you hear that crowd, I think the offensive players have their adrenaline go up too. No, not saying like they're cheering against him.
Maybe when they're on the sideline, but I mean it's going to be less of an issue. Like it's not like our crowd is going to be making noise when we're on offense. You know what I mean? It's not like he's playing on the road against a good team.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's the biggest game and it's the best atmosphere he'll have played in.
He'll be juiced up, yeah. He'll be juiced up.
And I think we looked at some of the stuff, that first drive against Syracuse where the ball was coming out kind of high.
Mm-hmm.
And said he was a little too juiced up, right?
Yeah, hopefully they're working on that in practice.
I don't think you can work on that in practice.
Was that pass on the second drive when he threw into coverage?
I thought it was on the second drive.
He throws into coverage. You said it was Brazel that caught it?
But no, this is a pass interference deep down the field.
Oh, I'm watching a different one. It doesn't matter. I was just curious which pass you were talking about.
Yeah. I'll find it.
Because there's one against Syracuse on the second drive where it's a really nice pass. He really threads it. But there are 3 DBs in the area.
I'll find it. Don't worry.
I expect Joey to be pretty juiced up. All the guys are going to be juiced. But yeah, I think you can coach that. You can
coach. Okay.
I think you can coach nerves. You just got to have a guy calm when he comes in, and maybe add in a little transcendental meditation.
Man, I found that quick. Here you go.
Little TM.
It was on the first drive, I believe.
Okay, so deep ball here.
You keep saying that, but didn't we kick a field goal on our first drive?
Yeah.
After having a false start at the 20, I don't think it was the first drive, Sam. So here it is. Boom,
there's
down
a
the
15-yard penalty DPI on the first drive.
Oh yeah,
you're
that
right.
I'm thinking of spot foul. My bad, Sam.
Yeah, that ball.
2 for 2 today.
That's a bit of an arm punt. I mean, that definitely could get picked.
Like that's one that you give the guy credit for taking a shot, but that ball is hanging up there in the air. You got 2 receivers there and 3 defensive backs.
The more athletic player went up and got the ball.
Well, got tackled. It was pass interference. He didn't go and get it. But
I'm still taking that throw over what we saw from Nico last year, going 7 yards over the receiver's head.
Okay.
I think I'd rather take the chance on what Cody just said, arm punt or get a pass interference and keep the drive going instead of just stalling out, not being able to complete deep balls.
I think I'm with you. I think I don't mind that if it's especially in a critical situation. What's Brooks saying about it? Do you know what he said?
He had said he was basically, well, it's funny because in the first video against Syracuse, Brooks was on Mike Matthews' ass and basically says Mike Matthews should have came in and swooped in and got the ball right here because it was hanging up so long that it fell right in front of him. He's like, go be a ball player and go get the ball.
It did. It dropped a foot in front of him.
Yeah.
Well, he went and got it against ETSU.
Yeah.
No, he did. He learned his lesson. But he gave Joey credit for letting it go, for letting it float. And like we're talking about, like giving the wide receivers a chance to make a play, because on a deep ball, three things can happen. You can complete it, you can draw a pass interference, or it can be incomplete / like overthrown, or you know what I mean? Like it's two good things happen in those if you do it. If you give the guy a chance.
You have two good possibilities, yeah. Receiver makes a big play, or you get the PI call.
Or it could be incomplete / intercepted. But like the two of the three are good. When you overthrow it, he said 0 of the things are good. It's just a wasted play. Like if you overthrow a deep ball, nothing good happens.
If you get
can't draw an interference, you can't catch it.
If you get it intercepted, it's basically like a punt, unless that interception, of course, is returned for 40 yards, and then it's an issue. But
well, that's what happened with Gaston Moore last year against Alabama. He tried the old arm punt, and it got returned about 40 yards. But I'm okay with the arm punt if it's 3rd and long. I'm not okay with an arm punt if it's 1st down.
Right. Yeah,
you don't want to punt on 1st down. So
that's what I meant in a critical situation. That's an important distinction. Like you don't want to just be throwing that ball up all the time.
For this to be the first drive, I don't know what yardage it was.
You know what I've liked seeing from our offense?
Speed, touchdowns, points.
Speed, yeah, touchdowns, points, but an emphasis on the screen game.
Yeah, the screen game has been good.
I feel like we've improved in our screen pass.
Has it so far this season to the wide receivers? I mean, you mentioned the juiced overthrows. Not exactly the most, prominent part of our offense thus far.
I'm not talking necessarily the receivers. I mean, we run a lot of those, obviously, the lateral screen pass to the receiver, but the running backs, the dump down screens.
And this is just the straight up swing passes, like the design swings where you have blockers out there where the running back.
We hope that big bad Deshaun Bishop without his gloves.
Well, he's got to catch the damn ball, Bubba.
Yeah, he might have to put them gloves on.
If you're not going to wear gloves, you better catch the damn ball.
I think that's going to be an important part of the game against Georgia.
It is, and that's something we haven't really done. And it really stood out if you watch the NFL on Sunday, because all of a sudden Dylan Sampson was getting 7-8 catches. You're like, where the hell was this at Tennessee? We never
that
really
old wasted draft pick of mine. I read all those reports about how good he looked in training camp. I think he might get some use this year. Of course, I still had him on the bench, so
we'll see.
Didn't help, but
we'll see. I hope he's good. Big Ced Tillman and Thornton. And
I mean, hell, the Browns ain't got nothing else going for him. They might as well put him out there and see if Sampson can give him something.
Well, Quinshon Judkins signed his contract, so he'll be back soon. So
I got him too.
You gonna play both of them?
No.
Well, I feel like every
I'm waiting until about week 4 or 5.
I feel like every week you're just going to be mad playing the wrong one.
Picking the wrong guy, yeah.
You set yourself up for failure there, buddy. Hour 2 in the books. We'll kick off hour 3 with some headlines. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
Check out our new and improved website at FanRunRadio.com.
Now, it's time for your Atlanta Braves morning update, presented by Tidal Wave Auto Spa. Get clean car happy at any of the 250-plus Tidal Wave Auto Spa locations today.
Braves drop Game 3 to the Cubs. I'm Barrett Salee, and this is your Braves Radio Network morning update.
Get clean car happy all season long at Tidal Wave with exclusive membership discounts, giveaways, and more. Visit TidalWaveAutoSpa.com/Braves for more information.
Braves had a chance to win the series over the Northsiders, but it was not to be as the Braves fell to the Cubs 3-2 in Game 3 of the 3-game set. The first 6 outs of the game from Chris Sale were via strikeout. He had 9 on the afternoon. Nacho Alvarez Jr. knocked in Marcell Ozuna in the 3rd. That gave the Braves a 1-run lead, but they could not hold on. 2 in the 4th, 1 in the 5th for the Cubs as they got the job done. The Braves now fall 8-14 on the year in rubber games. Day off today Game 1 of the 3-game set with the Astros coming up Friday night. Hurston Waldrop gets the ball. He's 4-0, has a 1.33 ERA and 38 strikeouts on the season. For leadoff show coverage coming your way at 6. First pitch against those Astros, 7:15 Eastern, 6:15 Central, right here on the Atlanta Braves Radio Network.
You're listening to FM 105.7 and AM 1340, WKGN Knoxville, and W289CU Knoxville, FANRUN Radio.
Blackford Veterinary Surgery Referral specializes in surgeries not regularly performed by your pet's general veterinarian. They're currently accepting referrals from vets all across the country. With their newly renovated state-of-the-art surgery center and highly trained staff, clients can rely on professional and thorough care. If your vet says that your pet needs surgery or rehab, ask for a referral to Blackford Vet and let them get your best friend back on its feet. Located conveniently in West Knoxville. For more information, visit blackfordvetsurgery.com.
Barley's has live music on weekends, general team trivia on Wednesday nights at 8 p.m., and now live sports trivia courtesy of the Knoxville Trivia Guys every Thursday night upstairs. The game starts at 7 p.m. and is free to play for everyone, so head on down to the Old City and show off your sports knowledge and win gift cards to Barley's. Use those gift cards to buy some delicious food and drinks, and you can take it all in with their wide selection of TVs and indoor projectors. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hey, Pack Rat. Yeah, you. Are you moving cross-country and you just don't know who to call? Call us right now. Listen, you've probably seen one of our containers in your neighborhood, but did you know that we can help you move anywhere in the United States? It's real simple. We'll drop a container off at the location you tell us to bring it to. You pack up your valuable possessions at your leisure. They stay safe right in your home. And when you're ready, call us. We'll come and pick up the container and give you a scheduled date of when your furniture and the other possessions will be at your new home. So if you're moving across country or across town, be a Pack Rat. Join the Pack Rat family. Call Pack Rat right now for your free quote. See y'all later, Pack Rats.
Call 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. That's 800-965-1298.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Overrated, underrated on Wednesday. FANRUN Radio, Talk Sports said, not in my house, I ain't talking to Kim, babe. Johnny Cody out here asking where the ops at. Tennessee volunteers here for combat. It's the Cherokee Ghost, John Reed and Cody doing everything we can to bring Rocky Top back. Talk Sports from 7 to 10. Never leave a witness, never leave loose ends. Nico ain't nothing but a nuisance. 2026, we making new friends.
Talk Sports. Talk Sports.
Hour number 3 kicking off here in the White Claw Hall Seltzer Studios. Sports trivia tonight at Barley's. To the boys, the gals, maybe you were by yourself solo. There was a woman playing solo last night where I was at. Just had her a beer sitting at the bar saying, hell yeah, whenever she got a question right. She goes, woo! Maybe that could be you tonight at Barley's. Sports trivia, 7 o'clock upstairs. Go enjoy some pizza. Watch a little Thursday night football at Barley's in the Old City. Shout out to them. Love my guy Bobby and the crew down there at Barley's. Go support the people who support us. We'll be out there for the Mississippi State game, watching hopefully a top 5 Tennessee Vols take on a top 25 Mississippi State. Said some hour 3 headlines. What you got, Big Mac McClure?
Thank you, John.
Welcome,
Paul.
man. I mean that. You're welcome. For
Thanks.
everything I do for you, you're welcome.
Okay.
Giving you headlines, giving you a car.
I give you headlines. What are you talking about?
I mean, I give you the platform for headlines. I kick it to you.
Sometimes.
I kick it to you to say,
sometimes this gets to be my segment. Other times it's, I wish Sam was doing it. I wish Bubba was doing it. They do so much better at headlines than you do.
All right, but I keep...
Never mind the fact that you've made a career, put in a career reading this damn news.
But I keep giving it to you. That's right, exactly. Sam and Bubba probably would do better, but I sacrificed the show.
My segment.
Sacrificed the show to make it your thing. Give us some headlines.
You hear me, Bubba? Sorry, I'm lashing out. Paul Skeens topped 200 Ks, threw for 64 pitches in Pirates' loss. So after surpassing 200 strikeouts for the first time in his career, the ace, Skeens, admitted it was good to get a breather. 200 strikeouts, so he's past the 200 mark in strikeouts for his career. The main goal I've had coming into the past 2 years is making every start. There are opportunities to give and take throughout the season. I probably need the rest, to be honest.
He's good. He's really, really good. He's really, really dominant. Over under a year and a half, Bubba. Will he be on Pittsburgh at the trade deadline in 2020? After the trade deadline in 2027? Yes or no?
Over.
Yeah. Okay. Sam, will they keep him around past the trade deadline in 2027?
Nah, you gotta get what you can for him. He ain't re-signing there.
He's not gonna. He shouldn't. I mean, they suck. They've always sucked. It would feel so helpless to be a Pittsburgh Pirates fan.
Well, they got the next one. This Bubba Chandler kid or something like that, I think is his name.
He ain't gonna be better than Paul Skeens.
Yeah, but it's just like you'll find a new guy that is serviceable enough.
Is he a pitcher? Is he a stud
pitcher?
Yeah, well, maybe just bring him up and you just have him and Skeens together. Maybe you'd have a chance then.
I don't spend money.
Sell the team to somehow spend some damn money.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that. I hate that like some owners just get to use it as a vehicle to not try, and then just eventually they'll get to cash in and sell it for a couple $1 billion. That's so stupid. So stupid.
Pirates are a cool team too. I like when they're good.
I mean, I don't really care about them. I mean, I think the old clips of them being good, like in the 70s or whatever, the We Are Family, like Pirates, like those guys seem cool. Those guys seem real cool.
At least you only got to buy one set of game day clothing. You can get black and yellow and go to all the events. You don't have to have separate.
All three of them, yeah. Go watch the damn Penguins too.
Get to drive across the bridge on your way home. I mean, that's cool.
Throw on some Wiz Khalifa.
Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. That it's the little things in life you got to appreciate.
I've always appreciated that Pittsburgh matches the color scheme. I guess Tennessee does that a little bit, not with the Preds so much, but like the Titans and Grizzlies, same type of two-tone blue type of look.
Don't the Grizzlies have a bit of green in there?
From time to time,
like
not in their
bit
usual
of neon
jerseys.
green,
not in their usual jerseys, but they do have some alternates that have like the green in it. But usually it's just like.
Are we the worst state for professional sports?
Well, yeah, we talked about it. We are the worst state when it comes. We haven't won a championship. We've got more seasons than anybody without a damn championship.
Yeah, I mean the Preds and Titans both got close at least once, but like, I mean, at least
the banner close enough.
I mean, at least the Titans did appear in a Super Bowl. Like
Grizzlies got to the conference finals. I mean, but yeah, I mean, like we're at like 80 seasons as a state with no championships. That's the longest run.
All that really matters is the Vols. But
no, I disagree. I love the Vols, but no, it's not all that matters. I would like the Titans to win a championship.
Let me clarify. All that really matters to me is the Vols.
Vols football. You made that clear too.
Well, no, baseball and basketball matter. I said they don't matter as much as football. They still matter.
Reading between the lines and Cody speak,
no.
I don't
really
matter.
No. I don't want people to think that because
you'd trade a win over Georgia for a national championship in basketball.
What?
You would trade a win. You would rather have us beat Georgia this weekend than even win a national championship.
I don't think that's true anymore. 5 years ago, yes. I don't think that's true anymore. Now, now baseball though, baseball for sure.
You don't think, or you don't know?
Baseball for sure. I would agree with But basketball, no. I've grown to really appreciate Rick Barnes and all he's done for me.
Okay, well, let's make a decision here. Which one would you rather have?
And another important thing is he gets me through the winter.
Sure.
Rick Barnes gets me through the winter. And
Yeah.
you know how I am with my seasonal depression. I don't like the winter.
I gotta
time.
go to California. I need the sun, John.
Well, when I was in California, I did have the sun. The weather was perfect.
And you were
but
still
I was,
depressed.
Well, I was pretty lonely.
Yeah, you're still depressed.
But you know who got me through that?
You know what you need? You need a woman.
No, listen.
You need a woman to lay around with.
The last thing you need me to have is a woman, because then I would have somebody with me in that warm weather, and I may not have came back.
No, I mean a woman here.
Yeah, but I don't. I'm still
keep
not.
you warm.
I'm still not going to like the winter.
You keep her warm.
I'm still not going to like those gray skies. But you know who got me through that winter of
Rick Barnes.
sunshine and loneliness in California? Rick Barnes.
So what is it?
It wasn't my friends. It wasn't my family. It was Richard Dale Barnes
and me doing the world's greatest podcast.
You hardly called.
The world's greatest podcast in America. We talked once a week.
We did do that. That was fun.
Sometimes twice a week.
Yeah.
And you'd always say, it's really nice to talk to you. I need a friend. Oh, don't try to gaslight me into me not helping.
It was fun.
I was a constant in your life.
It was fun. It was
So which is it? Georgia win or national championship in basketball?
National championship in basketball.
Georgia win or Final Four in basketball?
Why don't we got to keep going?
Let's see what the cutoff is.
Probably right there.
You'd rather have a win over Georgia than a Final Four in basketball? Rick Barnes taking Tennessee to their first ever Final Four.
I mean, I picked the national championship.
I know. I'm asking about a Final Four.
Do I get to go to the Final Four?
No. I mean, you can, I guess, in your own world, I guess. You could do whatever you want, but
where is the Final Four this year?
Indianapolis.
It's always in Indianapolis. It's a pretty fun town.
Enough about Indianapolis.
I kind of like it.
Can we cut off
It's
Indianapolis?
Cool.
Is it?
It's not that far of a drive either.
Of all the cities you could host the Final Four, though, Indianapolis.
I got to say I like Indianapolis.
It's got a great stadium for it. A lot of hotels like within walking distance of that place. Some good bars, some good restaurants around there.
I'm a fan of Indianapolis.
I mean, you go 20 minutes outside of it. There ain't much to offer.
No,
you stay within that area.
You got to be in the city. You got to be in the city for sure.
Okay, well, I'm speaking from a place of ignorance because the only time I went through Indianapolis was just driving through on the way to Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't much to look at.
It wasn't. I was like, this is a city?
I think you like it.
Indianapolis?
I think you like it if you went and spent time in it, though. It's a pretty fun city.
Yeah, if it's got bars and restaurants, I bet I'd like it.
So every town in America.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I think about travels. I got to do most of the stuff at home. Like, this bar is the same exact bar. It looks just like a bar in Knoxville.
America's only got like 5 real cities, like real cool cities. I feel like everywhere else is just, hey, there's Chili's and Target, and let's go to the bar.
So, Final Four or win over Georgia?
Win over Georgia this week. You ask me this in March, my answer will be different. But right now, I'm going win over Georgia.
Bubba, you're shaking your head. Yes. Does that mean you concur?
I was not shaking my head. I'd take a Final Four any day of the week.
Okay. I can only see the top of your head. It was bobbing. I thought you were shaking your head. Yes, sorry. Maybe you're just rocking in the chair, and it looks like you're bobbing.
Maybe he was listening to rap music.
Could have been.
Anthony Rizzo is retiring as a member of the Cubs after 14 MLB seasons.
Is Anthony Rizzo important enough to get this headline? I mean, I guess so.
Probably not. Let's move on. The FBI says Charlie Kirk shooter is college-aged.
So not the 65-year-old man.
They believe he is college-aged, blended into the university as he fled. So there's an update on that. Kind of a bland headline for you here. The Cowboys cornerback could miss multiple weeks with another setback. Deron Bland, the Cowboys corner. Told you it'd be a bland headline. And Usain Bolt is not worried. He is not worried about anyone ever breaking his records.
I don't think they should be. Is he saying he's not worried because they just won't ever do it, or because he doesn't care?
One of track's all-time greats, and maybe still its most recognizable star, said he looks at today's top sprinters and doesn't expect his records to change anytime soon.
Damn, he's calling him slow.
He said at an event Thursday, "No, I'm not worried. I think the talent is there. There will be talented athletes coming up, and they will do well. But at this present moment, I don't see any athlete able to break the record. So I'm not worried about that.
It does feel hard to fathom a better sprinter ever than Usain Bolt. Now, eventually it'll happen, but it is hard to like picture somebody.
I mean, the guy's last name was Bolt.
Right, and he was a genetic freak. I mean, he just was just a god out there.
What is the closest someone's gotten to him?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because then sometimes you'll get like, oh, well, it was actually wind dated, and like, you know, do it in the Olympics under the biggest stage. I don't know. I don't know what the closest is.
I'm pretty sure no one's really gotten close, have they?
I find it hard to think they would.
When you watch those old tapes of him just blowing people off the track, I mean, he was a different level of fast.
9.58 is his record. I don't know. Let's see here.
There have been some other guys in the nines, right?
Yeah.
9.69, it looks like.
Okay.
But like in track.
I mean, I feel like that.
And that was back in 2012.
I feel like that
and
10th of a
2009.
second. I feel like that 10th of a second.
That's a long time.
That's a long, yeah. Was that Tyson Gay? Yeah, Tyson Gay's got the second fastest time. Sucks for Tyson Gay. He would have had the world record if Usain Bolt was never born.
Yeah. I imagine that's how a lot of swimmers felt about Michael Phelps, too.
Everyone talks of this Noah Lyles guy as being like the next best thing, and his is 9.83 in 2023.
Who was more dominant, Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt?
Usain Bolt.
Without a doubt?
No, without a doubt.
I feel like it's Phelps.
I just think it's not fair to judge.
Just appreciate the greatness of both.
Well, no, I just mean Michael Phelps has got all those gold medals, but he gets to swim 8 different ways. They don't let Usain Bolt do a one-legged race or run sideways. Like,
no, but there's different.
Isn't that more impressive to have more range?
It could be, but like I'm saying, like if you're going, like if there were those other races,
would Usain Bolt dominate in like a
maybe
300 meter or something like that?
Maybe not, but like, do we really care about the breaststroke and butterfly, or are we just like who's the fastest in water? Like who could just swim the fastest? I don't know. Maybe the answer. I mean, like I'm not trying to downplay Phelps. Like GOAT, like best swimmer, like all-time U.S. Olympic athlete. I'm not downplaying him. I just think it's cooler to run really fast than it is to swim really fast.
All right, let me.
And
ask
Phelps
you.
at least like struggled in some of those other ones, but Phelps also did it for like 20 years. I mean, like Phelps and Bolt are the two greatest as far as I'm concerned. It's just the fact that we're sitting here saying, sorry, one more thing. The fact that we're sitting here saying that like no one's going to pass Bolt anytime soon. Like guys are already in the pool, like making advances, catching Phelps with equipment and stuff. Like to me, running's the purest thing. Is just how fast you are. Like, can your shoes make you a little faster? I guess maybe, but I know like the cap and the gills and stuff they put on your swimsuits can make you faster.
Both a lot cooler than riding a bicycle, I can tell you that much.
Hell yeah to that, brother.
Let's put it this way. You're starting a new franchise. You can have one guy at quarterback. You taking Michael Phelps or Usain Bolt? Who you starting your franchise with?
At quarterback, I don't know. Phelps has got the stronger upper body probably.
You think
but
Phelps?
Bolt could get out and scramble probably and pick up more first downs. I don't know.
Wonder what it would look like if you just put Usain Bolt in a football uniform and just.
They've done that with track guys before. It doesn't usually go well.
If you got the ball to him though in space,
that's a red zone threat right there. Usain Bolt's 6'5".
I mean, if he can catch, we don't know if he can catch.
Yeah, you can coach him up.
I don't think you can coach him. Like, hey, now you're an NFL caliber receiver.
Let's just coach him up to where he can take a handoff on a jet sweep. I mean, Usain Bolt probably getting a first down, right?
Now, I think if you put Usain Bolt in the Arena Football League, because, in the Arena Football League, you got to get the running start.
Who's more effective, Usain Bolt on a jet sweep or the world's greatest sumo wrestler at nose tackle?
I'd say the world's greatest sumo wrestler. I would have concerns on the jet sweep if Bolt could get up the field. Could, cut. He's a straight line guy. Like, if he's coming on the jet sweep, could he get up the field? Could he cut?
God, imagine the hit on him too. Like, imagine that he didn't make that cut and Ray Lewis is there.
I mean, I don't know.
Just breaking him in half. Literally.
I shouldn't have said Bolt so confidently. I think him and Phelps are basically 1A.
How about Bolt on a kick return? Punt return, maybe.
Yeah, if you catch the ball. I don't know. They used to try that though. Like, just put the Olympic sprinters out there and
Yeah, it's been done in football.
Yeah, it never really went well, or super well at least.
At times. I mean, you had some good return men.
Yeah.
Trendon Holiday, remember him? He was fast.
It says Tyson Gay's 969 was +2 on the win scale. Johan Blake has a 969 with a -1 on the win scale, so maybe he's the one that got robbed here. I don't really know how that works. Okay, go back to headlines. Sam's bringing back this or that after the break. I'm excited. We'll play. Stick with us. It's Talk Sports on FanRun Radio.
For the fans, by the fans, this is FanRun Radio, Knoxville.
Friday Night Lights are back, and that means so is the SM Athletics Friday Night Scoreboard Show. Join me, Tim Hill, a.k.a. Vols Tim 85, and my crew every Friday night starting at 9:30 p.m. Live action, live calls, and all of the biggest talking points in East Tennessee high school football. It's the Friday Night Scoreboard Show presented by SM Athletics right here on FanRun Radio, 1340 AM, the free FanRun app, and streaming live on YouTube on FanRun TV.
It's football time at Tennessee, so crack open a cold beer that doesn't fumble the flavor. Garage Beer is 100% beer-flavored beer. No gimmicks, just cold beer. Built for bonfires, backyards, and beating Bama. Garage Beer is proud to be brewed right here in the Volunteer State. So pick up a 12-pack today and look for the drive celebrating Football Fridays at select Garage Beer headquarters around town this fall. American-owned, Tennessee-brewed Garage Beer. 100% beer-flavored beer.
Located in Knoxville's historic Old City, Barley's offers great food, live music, the best draft beer selection in town, and now your new favorite place to watch sports. Their indoor projector is perfect for any weather, and they've revamped their upstairs area with more TVs to take in all of the action. Their menu features hand-battered chicken tenders, juicy burgers, fresh salads, and the tastiest pizza in Knoxville. You can enjoy their happy hour drink specials daily from open until 6 p.m. Barley's Tap Room and Pizzeria.
Hey, Pack Rat. Yeah, you. Are you moving cross country and you just don't know who to call? Call us right now. Listen, you've probably seen one of our containers in your neighborhood, but did you know that we can help you move anywhere in the United States? It's real simple. We'll drop a container off at the location you tell us to bring it to. You pack up your valuable possessions at your leisure. They stay safe right in your home. And when you're ready, call us. We'll come and pick up the container and give you a scheduled date of when your furniture and the other possessions will be at your new home. So if you're moving across country or across town, be a Pack Rat. Join the Pack Rat family. Call Pack Rat right now for your free quote. See y'all later, Pack Rats.
Call 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. 800-965-1298. That's 800-965-1298.
Are you tired of waiting on interest rates to drop before you start saving money? I'm Chris Burleson with University Lending Group, and I've got a better way. With a traditional closed-end mortgage, most of your payment goes straight to interest, not your balance. But with my Smart Loan, every deposit you make cuts your principal immediately and reduces interest in real time. On average, my clients pay off their mortgage in just 7 years. Call me today at 865-388-7634 or visit smartloantn.com and let's turn your income into financial freedom. NMLS number 332941.
A brand built in Tennessee and born from the love of the game. Inward Half revolutionizes golfing comfort. Crafted by a former pro and dedicated enthusiast just like you, our luxury performance wear guarantees you stay cool and comfortable through every swing and every day. We're not just a brand. We've set out to create a lifestyle for those who understand that impeccable style and premium performance are a hole-in-one. Enjoy the walk-in with Inward Half.
You can get with this, or you can get with that.
Alrighty, bringing it back with this or that, starting things off.
For the first time in years.
Your mic was off.
For the first time in years. Is it on now.
You're good.
Oh, boy. Glad to have an old gem of a segment back.
People like this or that, man.
Cody doesn't seem excited.
He doesn't like it.
Never liked it.
He hates it.
Worst segment we've ever had besides winners and losers.
Well, glad we've got positivity.
Please note we're 7 years into this thing, and he's yet to come up with a segment. So,
I've come up with segments. You didn't like them, but I've come up with them.
All right, Sam, what we got?
This or that. 1 month prison sentence to beat Georgia, or 1 year in prison for a national title.
I'm going to go with the 1 month prison sentence to beat Georgia and roll my dice on being one of the best teams in the country after we beat Georgia. I feel that if you beat Georgia, you're going to be set up for, as we talked about earlier in the show, that home playoff game, or maybe even a bye, the fast track to the SEC championship game. So I think I'll roll the dice on only having to then do 1 month in prison as opposed to doing an entire year in prison. People forget how much a year is. You're talking 12 months. You're talking not just 1 month in prison, but then 12-fold 1 month in prison. That's a lot of time. Like for 30 days, maybe you could kind of stay under the radar. Maybe you could go a little bit without showering. You kind of keep to yourself. You never really get to know the guys too much. They don't know too much about you. With a year, I'd say there's a pretty good chance of, not to make it too graphic, but probably getting something you don't want to get from those other prisoners, if you know what I mean. Definitely getting beat up. There's a lot of violence in prison. I don't think it's a place you want to spend very much time at all if you can avoid it. So let me roll the dice.
You only do 2 days, Sam. The day you go in, the day you get out. A year, month, it's all the same. You do 2 days. And look, I think when you look at the schedule, if you beat Georgia, I don't know if you really accomplish anything. Like a friend of mine's been telling me for a long time, like, you got to go to Alabama. You got to go to Florida. Those games are just so damn tough. We don't win at Florida. We don't win at Alabama.
It's true.
You got to play Oklahoma. Oh, wow, at Mississippi State. Like, there's a chance, Sam, that you beat Georgia, you go to prison for a month, and then you go 9-3. And what have you really accomplished? You went to prison for 30 days over a regular season win.
You come out of prison and you got a loss to Mississippi State.
You'd be as pathetic as those people that still, look at the Hail Mary. Oh, look at this. Remember this play with Brian Bauer? Here's a touchdown. Oh, God. We beat Georgia that one time?
Well, are we talking max security or are we talking like white-collar prison? Like, what kind of prison we talking about? Guantanamo? We talking Alcatraz?
I assumed it was just your standard.
I think it's just run-of-the-mill county jail.
Regular, county jail. Hell, that ain't nothing. That's a big difference.
Well, county jail.
County jail. Sign me up for a year.
Whatever.
Those are two different things. That's a regular prison. I feel like I could make some friends. And look,
I don't want to sacrifice 11 months out of my life. You never know how long you're going to live. What if I were to tell you die at age 37? I mean, God forbid.
I'd like to see a national championship.
But do you want to spend one of your last years of your life
and just for the
prison?
record, I'm assuming we get to still partake in celebrating the national championship, and then we get to okay, time to go to prison for a year.
You're going to be in prison during the national championship.
No, I'm getting to celebrate the national championship.
You get arrested during your celebration. You get your night to celebrate.
No, I get to turn myself. I'm on the Grant Firking. Like, hey, they wanted to arrest me. A couple months from now, I get to go in.
I'll wear the ankle bracelet.
Yeah, like I'll show up when I can. I'll go to the lake first on the 4th of July and post out there. Like, I'll show up when I can.
I think I'm
going to celebrate. I'll be there a year. Again, it's only 2 days, Sam. The day you go in, the day you get out.
Not true.
I'd make friends.
You got 363
I'm already
days of cornhole in there.
People. I already going to blend in with some people. I'd have protection. They'd look at me and say, hey, he's one of us. So they'd protect me. But I'd be like, hey, low key, like, I like rap music. So that'd be good.
363 days of cornhole. And not the kind where you throw the bags at the board.
I got a plan to take care of that too.
And you being such a picky eater the way you are, you're not going to like the food. You're going to be hungry.
What you're telling me is,
can I not get Chick-fil-A in here?
What you're telling me is that after a year, I would come back after doing all those push-ups and working out and not eating fat food. I'd come out probably in the best shape of my life, ready to celebrate this national championship.
You would probably get buff. That'd be a good thing about it. Imagine getting shanked.
I'd have great stories. Imagine how much the radio, the podcast would get so much more popular if I came in after a year of prison.
We do a
World's
whole
greatest
thing.
podcast would have some bangers.
It would hit. We do a whole thing about Free John. Like we'd have a whole
sell shirts.
But then it kind of died down though after a few months. Like month two, month one.
But it picked back up.
First couple months, everybody be like,
up.
"Yeah, let's get John out of prison. We need him out of prison.
Month
the show
10.
needs you." But then like month 3, it'd be like, "Ah,
Yeah, but month 10, month 11, then it's popped back up. And then we'll throw a big party after a year. We throw a big party. And I ain't got to worry about what you're inferring or referencing with the sex stuff in prison. I would just willingly pass out other, just like, hey, let's just make this a mutual thing. And we don't have to hurt anybody. And,
that should work in prison.
Yeah.
That reasoning, with
Like,
all
hey,
those murderers.
Hey,
I'm sure they'd listen to
we
you.
say we're not in a maximum security place. I'm not in there.
There's going to be murderers. There's going to be murderers.
Yeah, but a guy murdered the mailman for sleeping with his wife, not one that hey, I
Reasonable murderers.
Yeah, reasonable murderers.
Yeah.
Not like the real scum of the earth.
Yeah,
Ones that you're
this guy killed somebody, but he had a reason,
Yeah, not the real scumbags, the misunderstood guys.
I don't know, man. I still think I'm wrong.
Enjoy going to prison for an 8-4 season, buddy.
That ain't gonna happen.
It could.
Not
in my
you
scenario.
ain't going
you can't.
8-4 if you beat Georgia.
In my scenario, you can't. In my scenario, you got the national championship.
At least I'd have the freedom to go down to Miami and enjoy that Orange Bowl. At least I wouldn't be locked up for the Orange Bowl.
All right.
We have to pick a winner.
Oh, I thought it was at the end.
No.
You
Who
gotta
won?
pick. You gotta pick which one you'd rather do.
You gotta pick who argued the point better.
Don't look at it so much as who argued better, but look at it more so as which one you really want.
I think John makes a very good point with the season could go off the rails even if you go and beat a good team.
You're doing 11 months in federal prison.
That's easy.
You're signing up for 11 months.
It's been a long time since we won a national title, Cody.
You only do 2 days, Sam. The day
You say
go
that
in.
now, but Sam, I gotta say, nice-looking young man like yourself, you'd be fresh meat in there. It wouldn't
He's
be
already
good.
respect his decision.
It wouldn't be good.
Respect his decision. Next topic.
One condiment of your choosing, but it's on everything you eat for the rest of your life, or no sauces ever again. So you can choose ketchup, ranch, honey mustard, but it's on everything you have to eat,
How
or
do you
you
say
never
that
get
word?
a sauce again.
Ketchup?
I say ketchup instead of ketchup.
I'm not saying you're wrong. It's just
See, people always tell that to
Where are
me.
you from?
It's
New
cute.
Jersey?
It's cute. You want some
Can I get
ketchup?
some ketchup, please?
Ketchup.
It's cute.
I gotta say, no sauces ever again. I think sauces are overrated anyway. You season up your food well enough. Now, do I still get marinades? It's very important. Is that
No.
a sauce?
No sauces ever again.
Okay. Well, you season up your food well
that
enough.
Sunday gravy is going to be pretty bad now.
That's not a sauce.
Yeah, it is.
I still get gravy.
I mean, that
Pasta
comes
sauce
from
is
like
sauce.
if you make it from scratch from your own
but
tomatoes.
no,
I think
he's moving the goalposts. You're talking about condiments.
yeah.
I heard sauce.
He's talking about condiments, not any sauce. I should still get
But
gravy.
if you want to marinate your chicken in something, I don't think you get that. You have to just take a piece of chicken, go throw it on the grill. You can, put salt and pepper on it.
I'm
but
throwing a red flag on this. Now, is it condiments or is it sauce? Because if I can't have any sauce ever, my answer might be different.
Well, it's too late. You've already made your pick, and then you
Well, no,
I don't
you're
even
moving the
have to- I don't
goalposts.
even have to argue this one. He's already his
moving the
argument's already collapsed.
goalposts.
I'll deal with it. Just give me, I don't know what the condiment would necessarily be. I'm leaning towards barbecue sauce, but then I'm like,
Oh, yeah, barbecue sauce on your ice cream. That'll
barbecue
be good.
sauce
what
on
he-
pancakes. That'll be good.
Yeah, barbecue sauce on your turkey sandwiches you like
that
so
would
much.
probably actually be
It'd probably be fine.
That'd actually be pretty good.
That banana right before the gym.
No, I just don't eat
Yeah.
bananas.
I love barbecue
I don't,
sauce.
I don't
on
eat
that.
bananas. Like pizza, I've had barbecue sauce on pizza before.
It's gross.
It's not great.
It's
but
disgusting.
you get a little, yeah. It's not great, but I could do it.
Do you have to put barbecue sauce on everything you put in your mouth or just your food?
Food.
I'm asking the judge.
I'm not putting. He already said food. You're not going to be. We go put.
Well, you
barbecue
moved the
sauce in
goalpost
your
first.
mouth.
Now I'm moving it back.
No, I interpreted what he said. He said no sauce.
He said he's talking about condiments. He's clearly talking about condiments.
You're
He said
putting
honey
words in
mustard,
his mouth.
ranch, ketchup.
He said no sauce. He said on the other side,
I still get
everything
brown
you
gravy.
eat. So you're not putting barbecue
No,
sauce.
Go
in
to
my
hell. I
mellow
still
yellow.
get brown
I
gravy, and I
changing the
still get
rules.
Sunday gravy, and I get brown gravy.
Nope. Your pizza's not going to have any sauce on it. You're cooked there.
A gravy is not a sauce.
It's pasta sauce.
What do you truly need condiment sauce for anyway? Chicken strips? What else do you truly need it for?
I don't
you
think
cook
you
up
really-
a good steak. The juice is in there, baby.
Yeah, I agree. I just don't
You
want
cook up a good burger, it's all in there.
I just don't want to
You know?
lose pizza. You know, I don't want my pizza to not have sauce on it anymore. I want to still eat spaghetti and have the sauce.
Sam, come on. He's clearly moved the goalpost. Pizza still gets sauce. That wasn't the prompt.
The prompt was no sauce ever again. He didn't say no condiment ever again. He said no
I'm almost certain.
sauce
I'm almost
ever
certain
again.
he said the word condiment. I'm almost certain.
He
of
said
it.
condiment for
Sam,
one.
did you say the word condiment?
I said both of those words.
But you were thinking along the lines of condiments.
I said
Rate
one
the prompt.
condiment of your choosing,
Rate
but
the
it's on everything you eat for the rest of your life.
One
or
what?
no sauces ever again.
One what of your choosing?
I said both.
Right,
One
but-
condiment of your
right,
choosing, but
right.
it's on everything you
No,
eat
no,
for the
no,
rest of your
no,
life.
no,
Hold on,
Or
hold on.
no sauces ever
No
again.
sauces
What-
ever
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, but when he read them off, what'd you say? You said honey mustard, barbecue ranch.
Well,
That's
I
how you-
was just saying that as like you have to put that on everything.
But you never said pizza sauce. You never said pizza
He
sauce.
said
because
giving
no
up sauces.
Sauces ever
But
again.
That's the point of the question, Cody. You have to
But
sacrifice
consider-
those things,
do you
or do you want to
consider
just
mayonnaise-
eat bland food
Do
for
you
the
consider
rest of your
mayonnaise a
life?
sauce?
No, but you
Okay, there you go.
but you didn't say pizza sauce.
He said
What-
sauces.
In your mind,
No
Sam,
sauces ever again.
but
L.
Sam,
L.
in your mind, think in your mind.
L.
You weren't thinking about pizza sauce.
That's
were
the
thinking
point
about
of the
condiments.
question, Cody.
But you said condiments first.
Yeah, you have to put a condiment of your choosing on everything.
Why are you
that
arguing
eat.
with me? I'm supposed to be arguing with him.
Well,
This is unfair.
you're doing a bad job of making me decide
No,
in your
I'm
favor.
doing a good job when I said the prompt was condiments. The prompt was condiments.
I said that there's both.
Why
There's
would you
condiments
agree
and
with
Throw it out.
sauces.
Give us topic 3.
Why
Throw
would you
it out.
agree with me
Throw
that
it
the
out.
prompt is condiments?
Throw it out.
You're
Throw it
letting
out.
him convince you. See, this is where
I
need
just
a,
interpreted the question.
you moved
I
the
listened to it.
goalpost.
No,
is what you did.
I just listened to what Sam said. That's
He
your
meant,
problem.
He meant condiments.
You can't tell him what he meant.
That's what he meant. It's what he meant. I know it's what he meant because of what he listed. He listed honey mustard, ranch, ketchup.
Because he talked.
barbecue.
That was just an
That's
example
fine.
of.
That's fine. We'll throw the question out.
Well, see,
We'll throw
now
the
he
question
wants
out.
to pick yours because you see what you've done. This is what he does. He's gaslighted you, Sam.
Warm beer or flat soda?
Flat soda. There's nothing worse than a warm beer.
I know John doesn't like beer, so like
I
warm,
hate flat
warm,
soda.
warm
I-
seltzers.
I
warm
hate
whatever.
flat soda.
There's nothing worse than an alcoholic drink that's been sitting in the sun for 30 minutes. There's just nothing worse. Flat soda's gross, but you can stomach it. Like you can take it down and like it'll at least serve its purpose of washing that salt down.
Now, warm. When you say warm, like seltzer, like you don't mean just like room temperature. You mean one that's actually warm. Like I don't know if I've ever actually had one of those. I've had room temperature ones before. I can handle those, but if it's actually warm, I just hate flat soda. Though. Every time I take a sip of flat soda, that's the last one I've ever taken. I could see a scenario, Sam, where I have a warm seltzer and the ends justify the means, right? The end of being like, hey, I want to have a nice little tipsy buzz. I want to feel good. I want to get drunk.
That ain't worth it.
It's better than what's the reward of drinking a flat soda? Diabetes? It doesn't even taste good. It's gross. Every time I've taken
it's stomachable.
Every time I've taken a sip of flat soda, I take one sip, then I pour it out, and I'm done. Every single time. I guarantee you, at some point in Cody's life, he is drinking a warm beer.
Yeah, and it's gross.
But you do it because you want to get drunk.
No, I don't do it.
You've done it
do it. I
before.
throw it away and I say, "Where's the cold beer?"
No.
Last time I was at a bar downtown, Sam, you might have been with me. I don't remember if we were or not. After the Smokies game, we went in this upstairs bar in the old city. This broad gave me a warm beer. I said, "Hey, cupcake, I'm not drinking this. Where's the cold beer? I pay the $4.99 or whatever I paid, $4.25 for this. I want a cold beer." And you know what she did? She said, "I'm sorry about that, sir." And she got me a cold beer. I said, "Thank you, Toots." And I left her a nice tip. I don't drink warm beer. It ain't happening.
All right. Well, Sam, I was in a restaurant and they gave me a flat soda, and I said, "Hey,
Well, this is
Toots,
a made-up story.
Hey, sugar pie. You think I want
This is a made-up
gross
story.
sugar? I want the real sugar, Toots." And
This is a made-up story. Mine can be documented. William might have been there. One of you guys may have been there. Somebody was there.
William's here just to push the buttons and do Bubba's job. You don't need to bring him on the air. He's not here to contribute.
He loves
to the
being
show.
on the air.
He's not here to contribute to the show. He's here to work behind the scenes.
William loves being on the air.
I do, but I'm working right now.
He's working. He's
Okay.
doing
What was
stuff.
the question real quick?
Don't
though?
ask- don't-
Were you
don't
with
repeat
me
it.
when the warm beer came? Somebody was with me. Was it not you guys? You guys-
I don't think it was me. I'm sorry.
This guy can't handle his booze.
Garrett,
He starts
it was
he
Garrett.
sees people that are around.
Call
He's
Garrett.
like, who the hell is-
Garrett was there.
I'm sure.
Call Garrett. He was there.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
Call
know.
my friend Miles. I know he was there.
Please quit bringing William on the show. He's here to work. He's not here to help. He's a
William is an
silent-
on-air talent.
He is, but right now he's on the clock. He's working. He's doing other stuff. He's just here to press buttons.
William's the most talented on-air guy in this room.
I know.
He's better than all of us.
Yeah, despite all the things we used to say about him.
No,
Oh,
that's not true.
Yeah, the
Oh,
TalkSports
no.
freaks know. They've heard what you used to say about William. They've heard.
all right. Back to work.
Sam.
I feel like this topic sucks, but
Well, you came up with it.
I know. That's why I'm saying
I had a
don't-
different one you could have used.
I gave you a good one.
Yeah, I think that one sucked too.
Would you rather beat Georgia in a blowout or a close game?
Yeah,
That
that's
was my
that's
question.
better.
I
than
thought
what
that
was
was a good
gonna
one.
ask.
What's your answer?
Are we doing an extra one?
Well, you lost 2-0.
I'm asking the judge.
Like, you want me to say the blow Georgia out or win in a close game and the one that I didn't exactly like?
No,
no, don't say that one.
He's saying
Not yours. Trust me, I'm not.
No,
doing
don't say that one.
He's
Whatever
saying,
you do, don't say
He's
that
saying
one.
who won this one. flat beer.
Honestly, I'm
Flat
with
soda.
Cody on this one.
Okay.
Warm beer sucks.
Yeah, but you thought he argued it better?
See, this is what it always comes
I
down to.
can't.
This is
I
why hate
can't
this
stomach a
segment.
flat soda.
You thought he argued it
It's
better?
why I hate this segment. It's not.
He
so much
argued.
that
I argued for warm beer.
It's not.
You said you hate flat soda. You should have picked me.
Well, he should have picked me on the second topic, and then he probably should have picked you on the third topic. So you probably should have won 2 out of 3, if we're being honest. But I don't think he really wanted to pick me on the second topic. So
segment's ruined.
I think I'd rather beat Georgia in a blowout. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be fun. Like, I love the drama. Like 22 Alabama. Does it hit the same if that 28-10 turns into 42-10 and you never have the drama? I think it still does.
I don't think you rush the field. If we had beat them by 25, you think we still rush the field?
Alabama? Yeah.
You don't have the same scene. It's definitely not the same scene.
It's not the same
I wouldn't
drama.
have rushed the field. I wouldn't have rushed the field in 22 if we won a blowout.
Now that we've experienced that, though, the drama of beating Alabama, like, we know we're not going to top that. Whatever happens in this Georgia game won't top that feeling. So why not just whip their ass? Because that'd be another feeling.
I've got another one.
No, it's too late. The segment's ruined.
Oh,
Sam.
come on.
By the
This
way,
is a good one.
It's all right. Save it for next week.
By
buddy.
the way, I've gotten some intel from campus that they are planning to storm the field if we win.
Oh, God.
So I tried to say, no, don't do it.
You ain't gonna be able to tell us college kids.
We're
not
above
to.
it. They're like, we're storming. We're storming.
Now, I wonder if Tennessee would put up more of a fight to keep them off like they used to back in the day versus, hey, come out there. Yeah, it'll be fun. Come on. Bring it on. I wonder if they put up a little bit more of a fight. All right. Nice arguing with you.
So fun. So much fun.
Enjoy just your noodles.
Somehow you forced me into arguing with the host of the game.
Enjoy your Sunday gravy with
your
no gravy.
with your mental warping of the segment you do.
Cody just putting pasta, Italian sausage in a bowl.
Enjoy. Hope it's delicious. Friends.
I'd eat it.
Yeah, I would too.
Do I still get butter? Is butter a sauce?
No, butter's not sauce.
I
It's
get
a
olive
solid.
oil, pesto. Like, say, where do you draw the
Pesto's a
line?
sauce.
Pesto's a sauce.
Oil's oil.
Gravy's gravy.
All right, well, that'll do it for this or that. Last call on the other side. Stick with us.
Big Orange Country's home for sports. This is Fan Run Radio.
Hi, this is Bo Kregner from the Kregner Group at Realty Executives, and I know there's a lot of choices here in East Tennessee when it comes to choosing a realtor. Here's why the Kregner Group is different. At the Kregner Group, our motto is walking by faith, serving others. It's how I live my life. It's how I run my business. Here at the Kregner Group, we're committed to doing real estate the right way. faith, honesty, integrity. The Kregner Group. Call me anytime at 865-742-1035 or visit my website at bownoshouses.com.
Yeah, it's another day, but what kind of day is it really? A day of doom scrolling? Laundry day? Nah, it's a White Claw day. Light and refreshing tasting, uniquely cold way filtered. There's an iconic flavor for everyone. So grab a pack, grab your friends. Make the most of each day with those who matter most. When you're together with White Claw, every day is a once-in-a-lifetime experience. You just gotta grab it. White Claw. Grab life by the claw. Please drink responsibly. Hard seltzer with flavors. White Claw Seltzer Works, Chicago, Illinois.
Got a problem tree looming over your home? Call ECR Total Landscapes. Whether it's trimming, removal, or storm cleanup, our certified pros get the job done safely and efficiently. We're licensed, insured, and ready 24/7 for emergency calls. Big or small, we cut them all. ECR Total Landscapes. Call now for a free estimate, 865-384-2012, and mention promo code FANRUN for free stump grinding on any tree removal now through the end of the year. Also, visit us at ecrtotallandscapes.com.
Ready to launch your career? Axle Logistics is a leading third-party logistics company where excellence is an energy. With an award-winning culture, Axle proves that positive outcomes come from a positive environment and a work hard, play hard mentality. At Axle, the drive for success is infectious. And with an uncapped commission structure, hard work isn't just noticed, it's rewarded. For those with big goals and even bigger dreams, Axle Logistics is the place to start your career.
Are you ready to show off that confident, radiant smile you've always dreamed of? Well, here at Knoxville Smiles, we're ready to turn your dream into a reality. At Knoxville Smiles, we're more than just a dental practice. We're your partners in achieving optimum oral health. From routine cleanings and checkups to advanced cosmetics and restorative procedures, we offer a wide range of services in an environment that makes every visit a positive and comfortable experience. At Knoxville Smiles, it's about more than just treatments. We're focused on creating a welcoming environment where you feel like family. Our state-of-the-art facilities are designed with your comfort in mind, and our friendly staff is always ready to address your questions and concerns. Don't wait any longer to achieve a beautiful smile you deserve. Schedule your appointment at Knoxville Smiles today and take that first step towards a healthier, happier you. Call us at 865-539-1776 to book your appointment today, or just visit our website at knoxvillesmiles.com.
Here on the program as we wrap up this Thursday edition of Talk Sports. We got a big orange, big Friday edition of Talk Sports for you tomorrow, 8 a.m. Be here or be squared. That doesn't work.
Equals C squared.
I don't love this CBSSports.com article right now.
Who wrote it?
Somebody named Chris Hummer and John Talty.
Idiots.
It's a story about, it's about Joey Aguilar and how Tennessee feels about him. But it's too early for a victory lap, and it's too early to really be blowing smoke up. I just don't like that. I don't like that. It's worth a read though. I enjoy reading it. I just don't like the story being out there. This is like a bye week story, I feel like, or as the season's winding down story, not a week 3 story with Joey getting ready to play the biggest game of his career, which Joey's not in the story. It's just people apparently at Tennessee commenting on this, talking about how they don't have to keep up with Nico at UCLA. They don't have to because Tennessee Twitter does it for them.
I mean, yeah.
And then just goes on about how they would do the trade and how they're putting Joey over, just saying hey, he's a grown ass man is essentially what they're saying. He's an adult. He's so put together. He's a leader. He comes here you know what you're getting. The kids are going to be slow to say it because some of them are still friends with Nico, but Joey gets the ball around more. He hangs out with more people. He's more charismatic. He doesn't keep to himself. Those are all things that we kind of have known already. You know what I mean? I think those things are evident. And then he goes back into the Nico story there.
Sam, anything we missed today that we didn't get to? Big Commanders-Packers game tonight. It sounded like Cody was all over the Packers. Sam, do you have a lean in that game?
Yeah, I would lean the Packers too as well. I just think that defense is really good over there for them. Jeff Hafley's got that group rolling. I like what they've got with some of their young playmakers too. Matthew Golden. I think they'll be able to keep the Commanders at bay.
I got my cheese head ready to go. I actually ate some cheese curds yesterday in preparation for this game.
I think this is a big game for the Commanders, though, in terms of you made that big run to the NFC Championship, but I think there's still some people out there that wonder if it's kind of fool's gold, and I think this would kind of cement that status as still one of those top dogs in the NFC.
It's not dissimilar from what we talked about with Tennessee, Georgia. Like Washington's kind of in the same boat as Tennessee. Like, hey, you went to the NFC Championship last year. Oh, that's cute. Back in the line you go. We don't think of you as mighty as the Green Bay Packers, who didn't go to the NFC Championship game last year. The Commanders are still having a fight for that respect. And look, I feel the same way about them, so I don't even want to be like, hey, everyone else is doing it. I view the Commanders in that same way. Like, I view them as a 9-8 football team. 10-7, like right there, kind of on that cutoff of whether or not they make the playoffs. I don't actually view them as a threat to the Eagles this year like I did last year. I think they're more in line with like the Cowboys, competing with the Cowboys for second in that division. Now, maybe that changes tonight if they can go in there and get that respect from the Packers.
Oh, big word Baldy over here using a word like dissimilar.
It's not that big dog.
Pretty big word. The only reason I bring the bald up is because the slander in the chat, this Oklahoma fan has reemerged, and somehow I got grouped into the slander. I didn't even say anything to this guy yesterday, and he's calling me fat.
Bald John and Fat Cody, as he called
I didn't even do anything to this guy. Also in the chat, Jared says we're making fun of Sam, but he's about to meet the love of his life this weekend.
It's possible. It's possible. It's unlikely. I don't know if Sam's got any game. I ain't never really seen him work his game. Maybe. It's possible. A wedding is obviously a good place, Sam, to spark a romance. Have you given any thought to your game plan there?
Honestly, my game plan is to watch the game at the wedding. Yeah. So
he's not worried about women. Sam's watching. Sam's going to leave the reception as soon as possible to find a TV to watch LSU Florida.
It is an important college football Saturday.
Yeah. I'm going to say that he's not going to find the love of his life. I hope you do. I hope you find a cute young lady or lad. Hell, I don't care who you love, Sam. Whatever.
I think I'll pass on that.
Find you a nice little chunky Latina girl, maybe about 220 pounds, 5'5". That's where it's at. Sweet spot.
I can get you one of those right away, Cody, if that's what you're into.
I'm talking about Sam.
Well, you said that's where it's at. I can go find you one of those.
I don't need one. We're talking about Sam here.
You'd look good with a 5'5" chunky Latina girl.
Imagine the cooking would be good.
I could make it happen for you. I got connections. I got multiple connections. We can find somebody.
Yeah. That's going to be a fun game. Really looking forward to it. Wish it was tomorrow instead of today. I mean, instead of tomorrow.
I don't want to wish my life away. I'm going to enjoy it.
Says the guy who just signed up for 11 months in prison.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to turn that 11 months into prison into me being in shape, so clear of mind.
Think about, you probably get into first, good point on getting in shape. I think that'll happen about month 4 or 5. But you're riding high off of a national championship for at least a month or 2 in prison.
And in my head, I'm telling everybody in prison, they're like, why are you in here for? I made a deal with the devil for my team to win a championship. And they're like, oh, that's cool, bro. Some of them might be Tennessee fans, so they might take care of me. I might be treated like a king in there. And because in my head, that's what the scenario was.
Oh, that's cool.
Maybe
bro.
you place a futures bet before you
get
sentenced, and you can get a little bit of money into prison.
Be fine.
I'm just here so my team is going to win a national championship. Yeah. Get down on your knees, son.
People send me money. They put money on my books. I can get cigarettes to see. That's my plan, is that so many people would be happy that I took this trade to go to the national championship. They're flooding my books, and I'm just buying cigarettes and I'm trading them to not have to do those sexual favors. I'm like, hey, I got some cigarettes for you.
Give me your lunch.
Maybe Zens would be more like it. Although I've seen some prisons, bro, where they had PlayStation just in their cell, like playing some 2K, watching football. I don't think prison's as bad as it used to be. In some of these, at least.
They'd be taking your lunch away from you. You wouldn't even get to eat.
I'm a pretty big old boy myself. Not saying I could, hold my own in these prison fights, but I think there'd be smaller people in there they could pick on first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'd be like, lunch meat. Like if they put William in there, William would be in trouble. But,
You gonna eat that cornbread?
No.
I thought I wasn't getting involved in the broadcast.
You're not. I talk about you even when you're not on the show. So you being in there had nothing to do with it.
You live in his head rent-free.
I would have said
that's what I get from that.
Rent-free or just friends, like coworkers. Like when I talk about Bear, Russell, or Bob, like they're not my head rent-free. They're just people that the audience knows.
So I would get messed up in prison is what you're saying?
Probably. You're a little cutie pie. All the things they're saying that Cody's saying they would do to me, they'd do to you for sure.
But you can take that as a compliment.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
that's how the room's cute.
I'd be everyone's guy.
Everyone.
Literally everyone.
Yeah. That's
you had a piece of William yet? Boy, he's sweet. That boy is sweet like candy.
That side of the room's much cuter than this side of the room.
Nom.
Even with Bubba
Would you do the podcast like through the prison phones?
What am
Could you bring a roadcaster in?
Have you ever heard? Well, you probably have never heard.
We have remote equipment in here.
Growing up,
Mr. Warden.
The confessions. You ever heard the song "Confessions"? These are my confessions. You never heard Usher confessions, Sam?
I mean, I'm sure I have.
Just when I thought I said I could say my chick on the side.
The way you're singing it isn't really
one
ringing.
on the way.
Who sings that, Usher? Let's let him do it.
I didn't fall for the joke, William. You don't laugh he's supposed to say who sings that, and then I say Usher, then he says let's keep it that way. Then you laugh, but you can't just set the punchline and the joke up. You guys are morons. Anyways, on the remix, a guy did his verse. He caught in a rap from the prison phone. That could be me podcasting, just doing my thing from podcast. What the hell ever. The Tony Vasilio Show coming up next, right here on FanRun Radio. The chase, the drive, overtime. We got you taken care of till 8 p.m. Stay locked in on FanRun Radio.